Smoke Rings, episode 563. I'm your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn, here as always with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. We are going to be continuing with Observation Part 3, and I think we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the game. I don't think it's a very long game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with it. It's a mind bender, that's for sure. So I'm looking forward to concluding that story today. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I have had a busy week. We had a great live stream on Monday. I'm finally getting into the flow of Vampire. I'm pretty comfortable with the game mechanics now. It's a little wonky, but I think I've mastered it. And I'm really enjoying the story so far. We've got 3 different bureaus of London that we've discovered now, and we're curing the sick and trying not to suck on their blood as a vampire, which has been a lot of fun. Not the traditional game that I like to play, but we're getting through it. And because of that, I think I have decided to go ahead and replace Red Dead Redemption 2 with Witcher 3. I bought Deus Ex Human Revolution, and then I bought Deus Ex Mankind Rewind, or whatever that's called. I bought both of those games, and I tried playing both of them, and I got maybe 30 minutes into each, and it just wasn't resonating with me, and it's hard for me to explain, maybe because it's a Square Enix game. But I found some of the dialogue to be a little goofy, kind of really... And I know I haven't gotten far into it, so I'm clearly not giving either of the games a chance, and I recognize that. And I felt like the stealth mechanics was a little clunky, but I don't know. And then I tried Witcher 3, and I was immediately roped into the game. I got 30 minutes into it, and the story was kind of compelling, and I enjoyed having a horse. It reminded me of Red Dead. So we're going to go ahead with Witcher 3 for Friday, for tomorrow. I installed a no nudity mod, so I should be pretty safe. I tested it out. Like, there's nudity right at the very beginning of the game. I started playing the game to try and get into it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's butt. Oh, great. So I installed a no nudity mod, and I just tested it out, and it worked. So I think we'll be able to play it without getting demonetized. And right now I'm downloading a higher graphic resolution pack. So those are the only 2 mods I'm going to install for Witcher 3. I'm going to try to improve all of the graphics, and I'm going to remove all the nudity that I can, and that's it. Everything else is going to be just plain, regular, vanilla Witcher 3, and we'll dive into it and see what the game is like. So that's the plan for tomorrow. But for today, we've got Scotch and Smoke Rings and Observation. Great to see all of the regulars and members in the chat today. Deuteronomus, No Name, DCFM Games, Stephen Ambrosio, 200 Angel, Josh Bunton, Barry LeCount, Alt Grendel, Lane Barry, Kathy Robbins with that gold derby, Rachel, Wolf Dragon Tamer, Milos, Pushy G2K, Grapple 201, Canned Laughter, Laurie, Dirty McCormick, Wayne, Asnig, Cheninator, Megan M, Exile Decoy, Rockland F, and Jessica Sharp. No Name says, what does a baby computer call its father? Data. Of course. The first super chat of the day, and it's got to be a dad joke. And that's not even, that's a dad joke. It's a dad joke. Thank you, No Name. Adrian Parker says, hello, Ox. Hope all is well. Love watching you so much. Looking forward to a great show of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I'm looking forward to it, too. There's a lot to get through. I can't wait to dive into Observation to see how this story ends. If the game ends early, maybe we'll fill the time with something else. We could try and get the high-resolution pack installed for Witcher 3 and then maybe tinker around with that a little bit. We could play some Fallout 76, get some dailies done, so we'll have things to do tonight. Rockland F says, best news ever. Well, I hope you guys enjoy it. I know nothing about the Witcher series. Like, I'm going in completely blank slate. I know that he's got white hair and he's got cat eyes and scars everywhere. That's all I know about Witcher. I haven't seen the show. I haven't read the books. I haven't played the games. I know nothing. So it'll be fun. It's something new. Cole McLean says, Ox, just heard what's happening in Seattle. Stay safe, and I'll be praying for you, my friend. Thank you, Cole. Thankfully, I I've been able to avoid much of that. I'm just staying home. I realize that the stay-at-home orders have been mostly lifted for many of the places in America, but I'm still acting as if I'm under quarantine. I don't go anywhere. I don't even go get coffee anymore. Every now and then I'll go to a doctor appointment or pick up a prescription, but really I just stay home. I'm trying to just stay low and keep out of it, because there are some crazy things going on, and let's hope that everything recovers quickly. Dawson Holiday with a tip says, "Hey Oxhorn, I'm glad you're out of Seattle. I would be concerned for your safety now that the commies have set up their own compound." Wow, you guys are really concerned about me. I'm touched. No, I'm safe. I mean, I'm really close to Seattle, but I'm not like in downtown Seattle. I've got friends who are, however. I have some friends who live in apartment complexes overlooking many of the streets where this is going on, and they're texting me photographs of some of what's going on. It's otherworldly. It's right out of a dystopian novel. I can't even believe it, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to play games. No music, says No Name. There should be music. I hear music. I turned it up a little bit. I hope you can hear it. Error 404 Gaming Not Found says, "Hey, Columbus, Ohio, from my family to yours, Oxhorn, much love." Thank you, Error 404. We're doing well, and I hope your family is doing well as well. Kevin S. says, "Hey, Oxhorn, glad to be here tonight. Hope things are going good for you and yours." They're going great. You know, my kids had their birthdays last weekend, and they're still playing with their toys. They had a wonderful time. We didn't, invite a lot of people because quarantine and all that, we're not under quarantine, but we're still trying to stay safe. So we didn't invite a lot of people, but I still wanted to make their party really happy. So we had a nice big party, lots of decorations, family, and good food. We're still eating through all the food. Like, it's a lot. We got a lot of hot dogs and burgers. So I'm glad the family likes hot dogs and burgers, because we're eating that for a week to get through it all. The Easy Life says, "If Satan lost his hair, there would be hell to pay." Scotch of the day is Glenfiddich. This is the last of my Glenfiddich. So it looks like I am going to have to venture outside of the home soon to refill on Scotch. Cheers. Bulb says, "Very happy you're doing The Witcher. Love your channel." Thank you very much, Bulb. I hope I enjoy it. So far, what I've seen is interesting. So hopefully the gameplay is great. I'm sure it will be. Ryder Wheeler says, "Been wanting to treat myself to another shirt from your shop. Already got the Nuka-Cola and Ulysses shirt, and I'm open to suggestions." Well, I made them, so I think they're all great. Some of the best sellers are the Who's a Good Boy shirt with the dog on it. The Perfectly Preserved Pie one is a good top seller. The New Vegas ones all sell really well. The Burned Man Walks sells really well. The Nick Valentine one, where he's doing the quote from Far Harbor, when you detonate the nucleus, that one sells really well. Yeah, there's a lot of really good ones. I'm glad you like them. Mark Eric Lane says, "Ox, new entry in my ongoing series, the toughest, most rugged knight in Camelot, Survivor. I can literally do these for weeks. Weeks, I say. Well, I just can't wait to hear the latest night of your roundtable every week. We've got Survivor and today, and what will it be next week? Oh, God, I just can't wait. We'll find out on Thursday." Thank you for that one, Mark. Milo says, "First time on Scotch and Smoke Rings. 4 a.m. here. Glad I couldn't sleep tonight." Milos, I'm glad you've made it to the other live streams because I recognize you, but I'm glad you made it to Scotch and Smoke Rings, even though it's late. I know I typically do a morning live stream on Monday and Friday. It's late on Thursday, but I'm glad you made it. No Name says, "What do you call a fly without wings?" A walk. And that makes perfect sense, really. Nothing strange about that. Miwi says, Miwi is here. I did my stream a few hours ago, and it seems to turn out all right. Only about 5 actual live viewers, but oh well. You know what? We all started somewhere. My first live stream had a handful of viewers, too. So, congratulations on your latest live stream, and I hope it only grows from here. Vincent says, love you, Ox. Watching your streams have brought me out of many dark places with Fallout lore. Keep it up and toss a coin to your Witcher. I'm assuming that's a reference I'll understand after I play The Witcher 3. But in terms of Fallout lore, I've got some great videos for you this weekend, and they're really fun ones, too. So in Saturday's video, we're going to continue with Sophia's storyline, and we get to learn a little bit more about the Deep Sleep program, and we get to learn a bit more about Emerson's... Well, without any spoilers, we get to learn more about what Emerson's real story is. And we learn a lot about whales, strangely enough. So, a lot to look forward to. That's a really long video, lots of good lore. And then, in the 7th episode in Sophia's story, we get to explore the New Appalachian Central Train Yard, which does have a bit of lore related to Sophia's story, but it also has its own pre-war drama going on that is fascinating. I really had a good time putting together that video. So Sunday and Saturday, 2 new lore videos on Sophia's story and the New Appalachian Central Train Yard. Great stuff. I hope you'll enjoy them. Sparrow Man says, hey Oxhorn, what kind of cigars do you tend to smoke? Well, I like Churchill-sized, hand-rolled cigars. I don't like the gas station ones because typically they paste a sweetener on the outside leaf wrapper, which I've never liked. I find that tacky and gross. And that outside leaf wrapper is usually the only leaf that they have in the cigar. Everything else is just chopped up paper and confetti and maybe a little bit of tobacco leaf. So I tend not to like those. I like a nice hand-rolled cigar made entirely of nothing but tobacco leaves. And you can find some for pretty affordable. Right now I'm smoking some La Aurora y Leones just because they're an affordable price. I get them at online cigar shop. Famous Smoke. I can get like a box of 25 for $1.50 a stick, which isn't too bad when it comes to hand-rolled cigars. John says, hey, Ox, really enjoying this game. What's next? I don't know. I tend to go through these games pretty quickly. There's a certain kind of game I look for a Thursday night Scotch and Smoke Rings game. And it's slower paced, it's contemplative, it's a little dark, it might have some horror elements. So some of the other games that I've been wanting to do, like Deus Ex, which actually now I'm not kind of into, or Far Cry. I've been getting some requests for Far Cry. Those kind of games are a little bit more, action-packed and exciting. And I don't know if those fit for a Thursday night. So I need to find something a little bit more slow and darker and contemplative. I've been thinking about this Edith Finch game. I heard it was really well received. There's not a lot of action. It's kind of a walking simulator, but it was reviewed really well. And every time I bring this up, people mention Edith Finch. So there's that. There's also a game which I actually recently played called Close to the Sun, which is another walking simulator, but it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Maybe you guys would like that. There's Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment, which is more like The Sinking City, I think. It's made by Frogwares. There's Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I took a look at Heavy Rain, and I didn't like it, so I don't think we're going to do Heavy Rain. But yeah, I haven't decided what we're going to do to replace this one yet. We'll figure it out. Error 404 says, no Scotch today, but I have Kahlua. Cheers, Oxhorn. Cheers back at you, my friend. Kahlua for the win. No Name says, cigar suggestion. Nub Nuance by Oliva Double Roast. I've had nubs before. I've had Olivia cigars as well. I don't believe I've had that particular one, Nub Nuance. I'll have to check it out. I enjoyed the nubs that I've had, and Olivia makes great cigars. Aaron Bates says, Ox, been watching your Fallout 76 live streams. Got me back into the game. Currently watching your infiltrate site Bravo. Getting ready to do the same myself. Thanks for the great content. Enjoy cigar for me. Well, I hope your patience is longer lasting than mine, because spoiler alert if you're if you're watching that live stream right now, but my game crashed a couple of times while I was trying to infiltrate Site Bravo. I cleared the entire thing, destroyed all of the robots, got to the very end, and then the entire server crashed. It was so infuriating. I pretty much just popped a gasket live on camera when that happened. So you've got that to look forward to. Hopefully that won't happen to you when you infiltrate Site Bravo. Laneberry says, thank you, Oxhorn. Can't wait for your upcoming videos. I can't wait to publish them. I really enjoyed putting them together. The new Appalachian Central Train Yard in particular has a number of Easter eggs that I didn't even realize were there until I started exploring every corner. So that's going to be a fun one. And then there's a meme at Braxton's Quality Medical Supplies that I didn't realize was a meme until I started doing research for this video that I put together. It has to do with the Skeleton War. I didn't even know the Skeleton War was a meme, but apparently it is. So we talk a little bit about that in my video for Saturday. So lots to look forward to. Jessica says, did my eye exam today. Apparently I need bifocals at 40. They dilated my eyes, so everything is a bit blurry, but I'm still here to support you. Thanks, Jessica. Sorry you have to get bifocals at such a young age. Everyone's eyes are different. My eyes aren't the best either. I had, really thick lenses all my life. I went and got laser surgery many years ago now, but I kind of regret it because it changed the way my eyes work, and I don't really like it. I do have 20/20 vision when I'm not wearing glasses, but it's still a little blurry. So yeah, everyone's eyes are different, but man, bifocals at 40, that's a tough break. Sorry to hear that. Moody Exorcist says, glad to see a stream, and Ox had a question. Would you ever consider doing a Mass Effect playthrough? Much love to everyone in y'all's families. I get that a lot. I played Andromeda. I was disappointed with Andromeda. So I realized that Andromeda is not representative of the Mass Effect series. So I should probably give the other games in this series a chance. And maybe I will sometime. But I've already got a lot on my plate. A lot to look forward to. Vincent says, greetings, Ox. Finally completed the Wastelanders add-on for Fallout 76. Question, is gold bullion worth it as far as grinding? I mean, it depends on what you want to get out of the game. If I wasn't doing this YouTube thing, no, I wouldn't be grinding. I mean, you get some really cool stuff. There are two things in particular I'm really excited about. There's the Gauss shotgun. Okay, three things. There's the Gauss shotgun, there's the T-65 suit of power armor, and then there's the ammunition reloading bench. But you can only get the ammunition reloading bench by siding with the Raiders. Maximizing faction with them. Like, you can maximize faction with both factions, which is what I want to do. I'm trying to do that on my character. But those are really the best rewards. I know there are other rewards. There's the Gauss minigun. There's the Gauss pistol. There's the plasma caster. There are a number of really cool weapons you can get, not to mention settlement stuff. So it just depends on what you want for in your gameplay. But to put it in perspective, I've been grinding reputation and gold bullion almost every day. I can't say it's every day because, I mean, I do have things that come up, but at least 4 times a week. I'll do all my dailies. I'll maximize the gold bullion that I can earn that day. And I'm almost done grinding rep, but I'm not even halfway there with collecting gold bullion. Maximizing it every day. You've got a 200 gold bullion cap that you can turn in every day. Even if you do more dailies and more events and more quests and you earn more gold script, you can't turn that in for gold bullion more than 200 pieces a day. That's 20 pieces of script that you can turn into gold bullion. So there comes a point where you could sit there and grind it as much as you want, but you're still restricted by the daily cap, which is such an annoying mechanic. I understand why they did it, because they want to, they don't want people to get the end game rewards too quickly, but it's such an artificial ceiling that they place above you, in my opinion. I find that type of gameplay to be really frustrating. But I also understand that Fallout 76 is an online multiplayer game, and that kind of game design is not new when it comes to multiplayer games. It's not unique. It's in practically every multiplayer game. it still annoys me as a fan of single-player games to have to go through all that stuff. And if it weren't for my channel, I probably wouldn't do it, to be perfectly honest. I'd be happy with my shotgun, with my lever-action rifle, and I would just go do other stuff. That said, the rewards you do get are really cool. I don't have them yet personally. I've been working hard on it. I haven't earned them yet. But when I earn them, I'll do a video on them, and I'll tell you all about my thoughts. Jay-Z says, "Hi, Ox. Great to see you and glad you're out of Seattle. Have you seen Juicehead's recent videos about Fallout 76? It's really interesting information on the Brotherhood." I haven't. I mean, I know Juicehead, great guy. I love his content. I tend not to get into the news too much because I don't want any major spoilers. I know that some people really like spoilers and they like seeing what's coming, but I don't. I know that there is something to do with the Brotherhood coming up soon, and it might have something to do with the Atlas Observatory, and that's really all I want to know. I don't want to know anymore. When the new updates are live, I want to just dive into the game without any other knowledge and explore it as I come upon it. That's how I want to enjoy it. Victoria says, "My daughter loves her Ox's driving school shirt. Had to get it for her after watching her play L.A. Noire, as it reminded me of my favorite streamer, lol." I learned a lot about myself while doing my lore series on L.A. Noire, and that when it comes to vehicles, it's like oil and water. We don't mix. I'm lucky that I was as good with horses in Red Dead Redemption 2 as I was. Because vehicles in any other game, whether it's Rage 2, or L.A. Noire, I don't do very well. So yeah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun with L.A. Noire. I'm hoping they'll do a sequel someday. Chininator says, "Hey Oxhorn, I'm trying Glenfiddich 12 year for the first time tonight. It's amazing. Cheers. Glenfiddich 12 year is one of my go-to scotches. So I'm with you right on that." Jessica Sharp says, "I have a Tap That Ash shirt, and I absolutely love it." I'm glad you like that. I had a lot of fun while putting together the Tap That Ash design. The Easy Life says, "A concert promoter said he had the world's tallest piano player. People were disappointed when the player was found to be only 5 foot 5 inches. Another case of a man lying about the size of his pianist." That was just contrived. The Easy Life, man, you had to work for that. It had such a build-up. You had to kind of get into the story and describe the people, and then you got the payoff at the very end. All right. I'll give you that one, the Easy Life. That's fine. Tony J says, "Oxhorn, did you already pick Friday's game, or did you think there's still side quests to do in Red Dead Redemption 2? I did. We're going to be doing The Witcher tomorrow. Now, I know that there are still things to do in Red Dead Redemption 2. I saw all of your tweets and your messages. There's the Tombstone Town, the Tumbleweed Town, Armorillo Town. I know that there are other things that we could do, and maybe I will do those in some upcoming live streams. But for tomorrow, we did 26 weeks worth of Red Dead Redemption 2. We did all of the major quests. We kind of covered the game pretty in depth. I think it's time to move on to something else. So we're going to be tackling The Witcher 3 tomorrow. Sean says, "Deus Ex for Monday streams. I was thinking about it and I really wanted to, but I bought both games. Human Revolution and Mankind something. And I wasn't into them. I'm sorry. I put 30 minutes into each game and they didn't catch me. It was so generic. It felt really generic to me. Maybe it's the sort of game where I got to invest more time to really understand the lore of the world before it starts to pay off. And, that's probably fair. But the game didn't grab me within the first 30 minutes. It just felt like such a generic, you're a warrior, sort of military contractor hero, time to destroy the bad guys sort of thing. We're going to drop you down and you can stealth in to kill these evil guys. It's like I didn't get why I was there. I didn't understand my character's powers. I didn't know the world yet. And I would probably know the world better if I played some of the other games, so maybe I just need to invest the time first. But Witcher 3 kind of reached out to me and said, "Play me." And so that's what I'm doing. Oh, man. I got to stop lingering on these comments. I'm missing a lot of them. Era 404 Gaming says the wife says cheers as well. Do you like Kahlua? I do when it's in mixed drinks. Like I like an Irish coffee, which I think has Kahlua in it. There's like a coffee beverage that you can have late at night with ice cream after a steak dinner that has Kahlua in it. That's good. Austin says, if you're looking for some more Thursday streaming games that are dark and contemplative, Disco Elysium is a great detective RPG. I actually bought Disco Elysium. I haven't played it yet, but I've read such great things, and I enjoyed the videos so much that I've seen about it, the trailers, that I bought it. Yeah, maybe I could do a Disco Elysium. What do you guys think of that? Maybe I'll put out a poll on Twitter, see what you guys think. No Name says, have dental cleaning tomorrow. Hopefully I don't need another filling or crown. Good luck. I'm crossing my fingers, man. Going to the dentist is always a bit scary, but I'm hoping for the best. Jay-Z says, Ox, you always said you're not into fantasy. I'm the same way. Tried Witcher, didn't like it. Combat too tedious for me. Will you really be able to get into it? I don't know. When I tried the combat in The Witcher, it reminded me a lot of Vampire. I kind of felt, after having done Hellblade and done Vampire, both of which are melee-heavy games, when I got into The Witcher, I had my horse from Red Dead Redemption 2. I had my sword from Hellblade and Witcher. It felt comfortable. Now, that said, I've really only played about 30 minutes of The Witcher 3, and that's not enough time for me to say whether or not the game is really for me. So we'll try it tomorrow. We've got 4 hours tomorrow to get through as much of The Witcher 3 as we can. By the end of that stream, I think I'll probably know whether or not it's the game for me. And if I don't like it, then we'll end it there, and we'll have tried it, and that'll be it. But if I like it, then we'll keep on trying it, and we'll see how it is. And you know what? Even if you don't like the gameplay of The Witcher, tune into the live stream, because maybe you won't have to play the game. You can watch me play the game and still get the story. Win-win. Nick Barnhouse says, hey, Ox, sorry it's been so long since my name popped up and I've caught a live stream. Since I went back to work, I've been so busy, but I've enjoyed your Fallout 76 and Red Dead Redemption 2 content. I've been grinding on 76 to get to the T65 armor. You and me both, my friend. I've got about 4,000 gold bullion. And I remember when I briefly did the math during my live streams, I think I had to have like 8,000 gold bullion to get the full set of T65. That doesn't even include the Gauss shotgun that I have to have. And I'm about 25% to ally with the Foundation. And I'm in Neighborly with the Crater, but I've got a ways to go to get through Neighborly before I'm an ally with the Crater. I really want to get the reloading bench with Crater, because that's going to help with my ammunition problems. I've had such ammunition problems in my gameplay. I think that'll help a lot. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I want the Gauss shotgun, I want the T65 suit of power armor, and I want the reloading bench, and then I'll be happy. I don't need to grind for any more rewards in Wastelanders, and the grind will be done. Oh God, the grind will be done. But thanks for watching, Barnhouse. Well, welcome new member, Noel Ayla. Good to have you on the program, Noel. And then Sean Fornango says, this game reminds me of Space Odyssey. Yeah, it definitely has a 2001 Space Odyssey vibe to it. We can clearly see some of their inspiration with Stanley Kubrick there. Canned Laughter says, my friend was arrested for reckless driving in his Tesla this week. He told me he was just doing the electric slide. I mean, that's just irresponsible. Canned Laughter. I don't care if you're in a Tesla. Don't be doing the electric slide in a Tesla. It's just irresponsible behavior. No Name says, you punched your horse, though. I did. It was an accident. I punched Buell, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you punch your horse in The Witcher 3? We'll find out tomorrow. Jay-Z says, at least with The Witcher, you can still say, where's my horse? That's true, but with Witcher, from what I played today, you can summon your horse at any time, and he just sort of appears. Vincent says, actually going to love the Gwent card game. Can you play a card game in Witcher 3? It's called Gwent. Well, I'll take your word for it. I'll try it. The Easy Life says, all jokes aside, I'm glad to see you're doing well regarding what's going on. I'm grinding my way through Red Dead Redemption 2 and still loving it. Stay safe. Red Dead never felt like a grind to me. I've famously said that I dislike survival mechanics in games, and that's one of my biggest criticisms about Fallout 76. I think the thirst and the hunger are completely unnecessary. They rob me of my enjoyment of the game. They ruin certain moments of the game for me. And in Red Dead, I feel the same way, but I also don't feel as oppressed by food and thirst as I do in Fallout 76. And I guess I really don't know why. Maybe it's because in Fallout 76, a big thing flies up on the side of your screen saying that you're thirsty or saying that you're hungry. Maybe the penalties for being thirsty and hungry are too severe in Fallout 76. Or maybe the notification system in Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't as robust and they don't tell you when your character is suffering. I do realize that in order to find out that my character was malnourished, I had to fly through this huge index to kind of find the character and realize, oh, my character's malnourished. And for some reason, when playing Red Dead, the survival mechanics didn't feel oppressive like they do sometimes in Fallout 76. So it really didn't bother me that much, and it didn't feel like much of a grind. I was at the edge of my seat, enthralled, invested in the story every step of the way with Red Dead. I mean, it was just a great game. Steven Ambrosio says, the best logo is the one with your beard and hat, got a couple of pillows with it on them. They say they also come in handy after a few scotches. That's great. I had a lot of fun coming up finding someone who came up with that logo. I've been meaning to redo it, actually. I've been thinking of redoing that particular logo. Adding a new logo, a new revised version. But yeah, that's available on the shop. Thank you, Steven. Josh Hale says, yes, good choice, Ox. I'm hoping I enjoy it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Geo4 Vinny says, where'd you get your chair you stream from? I actually had this custom made by a furniture maker, an Amish furniture maker. And I just gave them the dimensions I wanted, picked out a couple of styles, and several months later, it appeared at my house. And I forget the name of the company that made it. But yeah, so there's no shop where you can get it. I kind of had to get it custom made. Wandering Paladin says, hey, Oxhorn, I got the Nick Death quote shirt. I bought a poster and mug for my new computer area. I'll post a pic on Saturday on Discord after the setup. On Discord after setup, says Wandering Paladin. Thanks, Wandering. I'm glad you enjoyed the posters and the pictures. And I can't wait to see your photos. The Witcher 3 combat is super easy, says Clell Biggs. All right, well, in that case, I'll make sure to do it at really difficulty. Megan M says, Ox, just remember your choices you make will determine the ending of the game. Really? Okay, well, I'll be very careful with the choices I make. Saija Hatuela, I know that you told me how to pronounce it last time. I remember you telling me, but I forgot how you told me to pronounce it, and I'm sorry. But Saya says the combat can be kind of epic once you get into it. I kind of got that vibe. I mean, I died. Every time I tried combat, when I played about, an hour ago, for 30 minutes, I died. Like, I have yet to survive combat in The Witcher 3. But I have faith that I'll figure it out. Eventually. It'll come. No Name says, what do you do when you see a spaceman? Parking it, man. I see. I should have delivered that better. Let me try that again. What do you do when you see a spaceman? Parking it, man. A spaceman parking it, man. Okay. Thank you, No Name. Rachel says, I started a band called 999 Megabytes. I still haven't gotten a gig. All right, I like that one. That's a nice one. I like that one a lot. Thank you, Rachel. Justin Fish says, long-time sub here. Haven't made a live stream in a while. Still watch your vids as they are a bit therapeutic for me. Thanks for the hard work. You're welcome, my friend. The whole COVID-19 thing made YouTube very difficult for a long time with ad revenue going down. And all of the trepidation in the market, but things are starting to recover. And, you just put your nose to the grindstone, keep cranking out content, keep trying to make it interesting, and it'll get better. It'll get better. Laurie says, hey, Oxhorn, Mass Effect's original trilogy is worth the play. Your choice is from Game 1, Echo, through until Game 3, and it really makes you think about the consequences. The choices also change game outcomes. Keep up the great work. All right, thanks, Laurie. I keep hearing that. Mass Effect, maybe it's something I'll be tackling soon. Hobo World Eater says, first stream I've ever caught. Just wanted to stop in and say thank you for the amazing work you do. I love your Fallout 76 live playthrough. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We did, how many weeks was it? It was 30 some odd days worth of live streaming at like 4 to 6 hours each live stream. Just hours and hours of Fallout 76 content we did. And Wastelanders, I finished Wastelanders. That's a lot of content. Though I do need to do the Raider ending. Should I live stream the Raider ending? I'm going to have to go through it to capture footage for my lore videos, so maybe I should live stream it just to see what it's like. I don't know, maybe let me know if you guys want to see that. Mark Eric Lane says, careful with the ending of Witcher 3. The bad ending is so unbearably depressing that I haven't recovered from getting it the first time I played it. Oh, really? Oh, dear. I guess I'll have to be careful. I certainly don't want you guys giving me spoilers in the chat, but if I'm about to make a decision that has great ramifications, maybe give me a heads up a bit, I guess. Wargamer says, hi, Oxhorn. Thoughts on the new Death Loops and Ghostwire Tokyo trailers? I haven't seen Ghostwire Tokyo, but I did see the Deathloop trailer back when it premiered at E3 last year, and it looked interesting at the time. I haven't seen any updated trailers, but I was really interested in it when they gave us the first trailer. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. It's coming out later this year, right? End of 2020. I can't wait. Mick Chester says, Ox, have you ever considered playing any games in the Warhammer 40k universe? I haven't. It's probably a universe that I'd like, but I haven't thought about playing in it. I enjoyed StarCraft. I enjoyed the lore and story of the StarCraft universe. This was many years ago, though, so I don't know if I would still like it. But it's got a similar feel to it, right? Maybe I should look into it. Christina Davis says, I finally made it to your stream. Hope you have a good stream. I know you hear a lot. You've heard it a lot now, but you should try Borderlands or Assassin's Creed. I do get those recommended a lot, so maybe it's time I should check them out. Jay-Z says, Ox, Gwent can be expansive. To give you a frame of reference, think Caravan. Thanks to you, I'm able to experience games I'll never play. P.S. Please, Mass Effect. Lots of Mass Effect love in the chat. Is Gwent really that big? It's as big as Caravan? All right, well, maybe I'll have to get into Gwent. John Lizana says, hello, Oxhorn, my friend. I'm finally here. Play on, my friend. Well, I've been waiting just for you, though we do have about 20 minutes left, and then we'll start the game. Line Cliche says, they'll watch your hair grow. Oh, they already do. They'll watch my hair grow? Is that your way of saying that I'm so fascinating that people will tune in just to watch my hair grow? Well, if that's what you're saying, then I'll take the compliment. Thank you very much, Line Cliche. Grady was talking about the Red Dead 1 remake and wondering whether or not I'll play it. I talked a bit about that during my last Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream. And, the rumors are just rumors right now, and they're pretty much unfounded. They're based on one 4chan thread, right? Anonymous 4chan thread. It was an info dump on 4chan, and those have proven to be accurate in the past, and they've also proven to be BS in the past. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if they're really going to be remastering Red Dead. One, I hope they are. If they do, and they put it on the PC, I'll play it. That's it. There's no question. I'll stream it. I'll play it. I can't wait because I got to know the story. But until then, I mean, I just can't play on consoles. Not because I've got like a console thing, but because controllers. I can't. My hands and controllers, they don't work. When I hold a controller in my hand, it's like I've got hooves. I remember being really good with controllers when I was a kid. Man, I was all about the Sega Genesis and the SNES. But these days, with the new controllers, I don't know. Can't do them. Rachel says, how's Etsy shopping going? Any Fastnacht masks? No Fastnacht masks. I don't think I'll start a Fastnacht collection, because if I did, well, then I might as well just have my kids move out of the house at that point. I'm not going to have room for them. I've got too many Fallout props. The kids will just have to, sleep under a bush or something, because I've got Fastnacht masks to store. So I think I'm calling it. I say that, but I have ordered a few more things. But they're really small. They're really small, and they'll fit on my shelf, or maybe they'll go on the wall. I'll show them to you when they arrive, but they're really small. Just a few more things. Josh Hale says, Ox, I hope you like The Witcher 3. Thankfully, the rest of the nudity scenes are avoidable through dialogue. Please play the side quests too. Okay, I know there are at least 2 DLCs that I discovered when I bought the game, and I bought those as well, so we've got those DLCs to go through. I do plan to go through all of the dialogue, but I also installed a no nudity mod, so even if we do happen to wander into a bordello or something, we should be okay. We should be okay for streaming. Dirty McCormick says, Ox, before you start Mass Effect, remember the ending was so bad that gamers revolted and got the FCC to make BioWare alter it after release. Ha. Is that really? Is that really what happened? I mean, I haven't played it, so was the original ending to Mass Effect that bad? And the FCC made BioWare remake it? Oh, I'm going to have to look this up after the broadcast. That's hilarious. Adrian Parker says, if you ever try Assassin's Creed, play the 3rd one, as it's really good and has a DLC for it as well. Yep, Assassin's Creed is one alongside Borderlands that gets recommended a lot. Maybe I'll have to check it out. No Name says, keep hearing about the new Xbox and PS5. All I got to say in response is PC Master Race. I also am not really into the whole console news, as I exclusively play on the PC. I have a healthy respect for consoles because I was raised on console gaming, and my fondest gaming memories were all done on consoles alongside my brother. I think consoles have a good place as like a family gaming system. If you've got an entertainment system in your living room and the family gathers around to watch you play a game or to play a game with you, that's what consoles excel at. But for me, if I really want a single-player contemplative game that I can immerse myself into the world of, I really feel like that's suitable for a PC. Like, I can do it better on a PC. I can just dive into the world more easily. Plus, the keyboard just gives me greater freedom. So, no hate towards console players, but I just prefer the PC. Lakings Fanboy says, hey Oxhorn, I've been watching your vampire playthrough, and it's been so fun to watch and see the mistakes I've made. Thanks and cheers. Well, I hope you've been able to enjoy the mistakes I've made. I've made a couple of dialogue mistakes in Vampire so far that's prohibited me from getting certain endings, or at least certain dialogue options, so hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. Thanks for watching, Lakings Fanboy. No Name says, you don't need the kids anyway. Yeah, who needs kids when I can get a collection of Fastnacht masks, right? They can feed themselves. I've got Fallout props to get. Rachel says, when your kids go off to college, you'll have 2 extra rooms for props. You're right. I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, I'm going to plan them now. That's right, kids. When you're 18, you're out the door going to college because I've got a Nuka-Cola stand to craft. None of your beeswax says, hello, my name is Ox, and I have a Fallout prop collection problem. Yes, if only there was a Fallout Props Anonymous group that I could go to deal with my problem. Till that time, I just feed the beast. Miss Marvelous Marie says, favorite DLC within Fallout 3 or Vegas? 3 through Vegas? It's hard to compare the DLCs between 3 and Vegas because the DLCs for Vegas all kind of build upon each other, culminating in Lonesome Road. I mean, they are all quirky and weird in their own way, and they tell their own different stories, but they really wrap into the world well. The DLCs for Fallout 3, with the exception of Broken Steel, don't really wrap into the world at all. They kind of go off and do their own thing. For Fallout 3, I think my favorite DLC... I enjoyed Broken Steel because it gave us an alternative ending to Fallout 3, but it didn't feel like a DLC to me. It just felt like an extension of the primary quest. So discounting Broken Steel, I think I really enjoyed The Pit. I enjoyed Point Pleasant. No, I take that back. Mothership Zeta. I think, if I'm honest with myself, I had more fun doing Mothership Zeta than all the others. I enjoyed them all, but Mothership Zeta was a blast. Then for Fallout New Vegas, the Sierra Madre Dead Money was good, but I think it would be my last in terms of favorite. Then Honest Hearts, then Old World Blues, and then Lonesome Road. There was just something about Lonesome Road. I know that it was linear and it wasn't quite as open world as Old World Blues was, but then again, it didn't open with a 40-minute dialogue sequence between 5 crazed robots that you had to sit through before you could actually play the game. So, pros and cons. Lonesome Road was great just because you had this oppressive feeling the entire time that you were constantly being hounded by the weather and the marked men, and Ulysses was stalking you. It was just the feeling of Lonesome Road is unlike the feeling of any other DLC for Fallout. It's a unique thing. It really is. And I loved it. I just loved it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Lonesome Road for Fallout New Vegas. Ethos says, "Hey Ox, any luck finding another game like Obra Dinn? I really enjoyed that series. I loved it too. But the problem is that no one else did. Like, I wanted to do it, and I'm glad I did it. But if you check out the views for my Obra Dinn series, it pales compared to all the other series I did. I mean, even compared to L.A. Noire, the views weren't there. And I understand why. It was an indie game. It had a weird art style that you kind of had to really live through the gaming of the 80s to appreciate. But the storytelling was just superb. And the music was exceptional. I just loved everything about the Obra Dinn. So I'm still really glad that I did it. But am I going to be covering another game like it as a lore series? Probably not. Probably not. Bearded Dragon Lover says, "Hi Ox, love the vids a lot. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. And when are you going to do an update on the Fallout Shrine?" Well, thanks. I am flattered. There's one piece that I bought years ago that they've been working on and they haven't finished, and I'm waiting for it to arrive. Somebody guessed what it was on the program a while ago. But when it gets here, then I'll feel like it's done. It's not done yet. It's almost done, but it's not done yet. So I gotta get this final piece and get it installed. And when it's installed, I'll do an update to my Fallout Shrine. Don Creep says, "Since phone cases absorb the stress when you drop your mobile, I strongly believe you should remove them from time to time. I rest my case." Nice. Nice addition. Chininator says, "Oxhorn, what's your thought on the Red Rocket power armor in the Atomic Shop?" I love it, and I detest it at the same time. I have conflicting emotions. So on one hand, it's beautiful. It's so gorgeous, and I really, really want it. The thing I like most about it is it's plausible. We already know from established Fallout lore that pre-war companies would use power armor to market their goods. Now, the one problem with the Red Rocket truck stop power armor is they went beyond just painting some T-51, and they molded their own pieces. They created their own suit of power armor that was just a marketing prop. Would a company, and I know this is it's all straight up opinion, but would a company go that far in pre-war America to just create their own version of power armor. I mean, that's something that the U.S. military spent billions and trillions of taxpayer dollars over the span of several years just to come up with the T-51 and then the T-45 and the T-60 and apparently the T-65. You know, just all of that research and expertise to create those suits of armor. But then Red Rocket can come up with their own. Just, oh, we're going to market our company. Let's make some power armor. That, I don't know. I mean, I could understand if it was just a paint scheme for the T-50, T-51. But the fact that it's like its own legit new suit of power armor, on one hand, it's really cool because it's amazing, and the amount of effort that went into it, I can clearly appreciate it. But from a lore perspective, it kind of irks me a little bit. But of course, the frustrating thing for me is that there's really, you know, it's in the Atomic Shop, and I'm not going to be buying anything in the Atomic Shop for just personal reasons, and you know, just the Atomic Shop frustrates me. I understand that they give you an opportunity to earn atoms throughout your normal gameplay, which you can then spend in the Atomic Shop. But the atoms that you earn through normal gameplay are just so small. Like, with two characters, one level 25 and one level 125 or something like that, I think I've earned maybe 6,000 atoms, none of which I've spent. And yeah, I could clear out the atom shop, you know, every now and then. But all this new stuff keeps coming, and it's really expensive, and it would cost a lot of in-game grinding just to get this new thing, and I don't know, it just bothers me. The fact that it's Atom Shop exclusive bothers me. I don't like exclusives, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wish there was a way to find the suit in the world or earn it through gameplay that doesn't require grinding atoms. That's what I wish. CJ North says, excited to see you try The Witcher 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Just to note, don't kill any cows. Okay. Note taken. Thank you, CJ North. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, did you know that clocks never tell the truth, never tell truth or lies? Just time. Right. I guess I don't get that one. Clocks never tell truth or lies, just time. Because they tell time. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Wolf Dragon Tamer. Ethos says, I'll try again, lol. Any luck finding another experience like Obra Dinn? Really enjoyed that series. Love your work. I'm sorry, did you not hear my answer to the question earlier? Ethos, I did answer that question. And no, I haven't looked for anything that's similar to Obra Dinn that I'm going to be covering as a lore series on the channel. I loved the Obra Dinn, but I haven't found anything that really matches it or that's similar to it that I want to cover right now. Jay-Z says, what? I'd never play Obra Dinn, but it was great to see. Thanks, Jay-Z. I had a blast putting the series together, but the views just weren't there. Dirty McCormick says, don't fret, Ox, the Obra Dinn series was awesome. Thank you, Dirty McCormick. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. No Name says, red power armor. Red equals communism. Communist power armor. Don't get me started on the communist Chinese power armor. I really don't want to get upset right now. Sean Fornango says, Ox, the Fallout Dragon of props. Are Fallout props my mound of gold? Is that what you're saying? I suppose that's fair. Jay-Z says, Ox, please, will you ever spend your free atoms? No, I'm just... Maybe someday. But right now, I'm not going to spend them. They're just sitting there. John Lozana says, hey, Ox, did you see the guy on the internet that has a suit of power armor? Yeah, he walks around with it. I've seen a couple of people who have created their own Fallout suits of power armor that they use for cosplaying. And I'm just always impressed when somebody is able to take something from a game like that and make it reality. It's so cool. Josh Hale says, Ox, listen to The Trail. It's only 2 minutes long. The Trail? Josh Hale? I guess I don't know what you mean. A trailer? The trailer to what? Or The Trail, is it like a podcast? Sledge says, Ox is the smog of Fallout props. That's fair. Ranger Duck says, Ox, can you try Subnautica? It has a great story and it's lots of fun. You know, I play Subnautica with my kids. It is a fun game. I don't know if I'm going to do a lore series on it, but it is a really good game. Adrian Parker says there's Kami power armor in Fallout. No, there's not. There is in the Atom Shop, but it's completely not lore friendly by any stretch of the imagination. It's the antithesis of lore friendly. It is not lore friendly, and it bothers me. I don't want to talk about it. I ruined my day the other day by talking about it, so I'm just not going to do that right now. It bothers me. To be clear, it's not in Fallout 76. It's in the Fallout 76 Atom Shop. And I don't consider anything in the Atomic Shop to be canonical. Some of it has the potential to be lore friendly, like the Red Rocket power armor, but none of it is canonical. Like, I wouldn't say that canonically the Red Rocket truck stop came out with their own suit of power armor. I see, here I am going off on a tangent again. Never mind, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right now. I've already covered it in past live streams. I'm not going to do it again. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, meant to be a joke about clocks. At least the old-fashioned ones only tell time, but it came out wrong. I see. Clocks tell time. Right. I get it. Thank you, Wolf Dragon Tamer. Ox, calm down, says Maple God. I will. I'm trying to calm. I'm getting into Zen. I'm getting into my Ox Zen mode here. 2 minutes, then we get to observation. Kingslayer says, I almost jumped out of my seat when I found out you were playing The Witcher 3. I'm so happy. Love you, Onks. Well, good. This was a big, highly requested game at the end of my Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream series. You guys either wanted Deus Ex or Witcher 3. And I tried Deus Ex, but I tried Witcher 3. It looks good. So we're going to go with Witcher 3 for now. Dirty McCormick says, hey Oxhorn, The Witcher 3 is part 10 of 10 in the saga. It may be advantageous to read up on the main characters Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer. Really? It's like the end of the series? So it's building upon all of this lore. Hopefully I'll still be able to play and enjoy the game without having played the others, right? Christina Davis says, I can't remember what you said, but why do you stream on Mixer instead of Twitch? Because Twitch doesn't allow me to multicast, basically. I used to stream on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch exclusively for years and built up a following there. I'm a Twitch partner. But then, my YouTube channel took off, so I started to multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube. And then Twitch sent me a letter saying, hey, we discovered that you're streaming to 2 different platforms. We're going to remove your partner status if you continue to do so. And I'm like, yeah, 5,000 followers on Twitch, 1 million on YouTube. Let me think about this one for a minute. Oh, yeah, I think I'm not going to go on Twitch. So that's basically what happened. I understand that they were just enforcing their policy. I don't like the policy. I don't think it's consumer friendly. It's certainly not competitive. It doesn't promote a competitive marketplace for streaming platforms. So I just don't stream on Twitch. Every now and then I'll do an impromptu live stream on Twitch, but yeah, that's why. All right, a couple more questions, then I got to get to the game. Dismay Ray says, I just got Fallout 76. Any tips? Do the Wastelander content first. You're going to get a lot of great levels, and it's really interesting. Then dive into the story and follow the main quests, and it'll slowly guide you to all the places you need to go so that you don't get turned around and lost. It's a huge world. Mark Eric Lane says, isn't it plausible that the communist remnants in the deep made the communist power armor, adapting the random pieces they found throughout Appalachia? I mean, I suppose anything could happen, but is it plausible? No. It takes an enormous amount of technology to craft power armor. Power armor was state-of-the-art technology by 2077 in the Fallout universe. It's just like you wouldn't be able to scratch build an F-16 or a B-52 bomber or a Sherman tank in the deep, right? In an underground bunker on enemy territory while they're still there. Now, it's completely implausible. It's completely unfeasible. Is it possible? Maybe if they wrote the lore for it, but they haven't. They just put the skin for sale in the atomic... All right, I'm not talking about it anymore. Johnny Joyce says, no Witcher 1 through 2 lore is going to be scattered. Tell you what, I mean, if we get through The Witcher 3 and we feel like we need more to the story, who knows? Maybe we'll do Witcher 1 and 2. Ethos says both communism and its lore-breaking power armor suck. Hashtag say no to commies. That's right. Hashtag say no to commies. Democracy is the only option. The Reverend Coyote says the same problem you're having with Deus Ex. The Reverend Coyote? Oh, you're having the same problem that I had with Deus Ex? Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it's a cyberpunk game, and I was thinking, okay, this could really warm us up to Cyberpunk 2077, but then I played the first 30 minutes, and it just didn't resonate with me. It kind of felt a little cheesy, you know? But maybe I should give it a chance. I should really give it a chance. John says, any thoughts on Canarium the Observer? Canarium or Observer? I'm not familiar with them. Let me write a note. I mean, they both look good. The screenshots, anyway. I'll have to check them out. All right, it's time. Let's fire up the game. Observation. I should really get some water before I do. So give me a second here, okay? All right, be right back. Let me get some water. Okay, got my water. Chininator says, cheers to capitalism and democracy. Cheers, my friends. It's an awkward time to be talking about it, but cheers. Johnny Joy says, Witcher 3 will be fine and awesome. Thanks for playing. Also, in Fallout 4, didn't someone steal 3 power armor suits from a soda company? Maybe Red Rocket did? Well, I mean, the major difference between those is that Vim just painted T-51 suits of power armor. According to the Atomic Shop in Fallout 76, the Red Rocket company molded their own pieces of power armor to create a completely different set. It's a little bit different. Sorry, I'm missing some of the comments here. The playing ones at the end of the series, says the Reverend Coyote. I see. So the games take place towards the end of the Witcher series, the books. I mean, with a series like The Witcher that's so expansive that it's based on a series of books and there's a Netflix series on it, I mean, I'm just not going to be able to cover all of the lore. So I feel pretty comfortable just going into the game and just enjoying the game as it is without understanding all of the lore. Brad Buzz says, Witcher 3 does a really good job of introducing its lore and characters. It's possible to put together past events with what's in the game. Good. Good. I'm really glad to hear that. And then Milo says, capitalism and democracy gotcha. Trump Yugoslavia, while being communist, was a very prosperous country. All right, Milos, I'll take your word for it. Wolf Dragon Tamer says, I suddenly want a muggy mini Securitron butt. You know, I've actually seen those for sale on Etsy. I don't think there are any official Bethesda muggy props, but I know I've seen some handmade ones on Etsy. I don't have any myself, but I've seen them. All right. Resume game.
Sam, come to me.
Bring Emma back, EAS 11. All right. Yeah, I know it was a little loud. I just turned it down. EAS 11. Carter with a tip. Thank you, Carter. Is she in one of these suits? Is she in that suit? Connection sphere required. Hey, there's a sphere there. Right? No. No, where's the closest sphere? That's the airlock controls.
Sam, where are you?
All right, I need to find a connection sphere, and I'm not seeing any on the map. These are link conduits. So do I have to stay in the China module? That's an airlock. Oh, that's the SAM interface. Okay, is this the only working connection sphere? Because how am I going to get to EAS? I guess I got to go around this guy. Oh. Open the airlock and let her in. She's dying outside. Is that what it is? Oh. It still says connection sphere required. EAS airlock controls. So I still got to get here manually. And I don't see a connection sphere around here.
Sam, are you there?
Yeah, it requires a connection sphere. So what I can do is I can look around. There's one. It's offline. How do I turn it on?
Sam, come to me.
Yeah, she wants me to come, but I can't find a connection sphere that I can connect to. So this one is unpowered, and I just closed that door. Let's open that up. That's 10. Let's try EAS 10. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the flag. Right, I'm not seeing a connection sphere in here either. So, right, I'm in UC1 now. UC1. Okay, sphere. That's where my sphere is. What connects to EAS? Crew tracking sensor to EAS 3. So if I can get to ULA, I can do it. That's UN 5 through 6. So that's down here. That's the wrong way. I need to go up to UL. I need to go the opposite direction. So, if that's to UN 5 and 6, then I need to go EAS 1 through 12.
Stas and Ailsa, please. Thanks, guys. Don't worry. It's not just your imagination. This isn't gossip, either. We just want what's best for them and what's least disruptive to observation. I'll go to Jim with Ailsa's sleep station idea. A change of scenery could be nice anyway. Message end.
Okay, UN1. 2 EAS3. Oh, that's a window right to the planet. EASA. There we go. No, but this is UN7.
Sam, record broadcast. Houston, we are approaching the coordinates. EFR is on standby. Station scope is locked. SAM systems are opened. There's no way back now. Vector aligned in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bill, there's nothing. I don't think this is working.
I don't think this is working. Interesting that the transcript's cut out. Okay, so this is UN7. Is there a vent I can go through to get to EAS? To EAS3. There we go. Oh, look at this. We got big goopy slime. What on earth is happening? Error?
Sam. Message with Sam. I'm hurt. Come in. Please, Sam. I'm not gonna make it. It's close, Sam. You're so close.
It's close. You're so close. What exactly did I mean by that? Okay, so this is EAS 3. I need to go up towards 5. So straight ahead. Is that 5? That's EAS 4. This must be 5. All right, am I missing any lore? Yep, RMS Arms Station. 431, don't rotate. RMS data log. Remote connection opened. EASA authorization. Connecting access granted. Initialize RMS arm initiated. Run operation EFR payload platform connection to station. Authorization William Stafford. Password redacted. Success. EFR connected to station power grid to be used in event of power failure. Six, 8. We're almost there. Then we need to go down to 9 and then EAS 11. That's just left of 9. Okay. Oh. Getting interference, which is really bugging me out. Nine. We're almost there. There's the disabled orb. Can I? It's offline. I can't connect it. Okay. So there's EAS 11. All right. So this is where we need to go to open the door. There's the 2 6. Airlock. There it is. Airlock controls. Okay, let's close the internal hatch. Deep breath. Open external. Emma, are you okay? There she is. Don't touch the black goo. Black goo.
Here.
It's never good in games like this.
I could feel everything when I was in that airlock. I felt it when Jim was attacking your mainframe. I felt your pain. I know why you brought me here. I know you've been moving the station closer and closer to the storm. I don't know if you realize it or not. It's time. You have to take us there.
Oh, take us where?
We'll need Earth's coordinates to broadcast the message. Find that for us, Sam.
Okay. Find Earth coordinates in astrophysics, RU4. Set coordinates in Samos comms and broadcast the message. Sure, what could be easier? RU4. Okay, there's the astrophysics terminal. find the coordinates in astrophysics. Great. Okay, let's L3. That's 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, then right. Okay, well, at least that's open now. Oh God, this again. Find Earth's coordinates. How on earth are we gonna find Earth's coordinates? Q. E. Four, 8, 6, 5. Which one is Earth? HD. Like, how do we know which one is Earth? These are coordinates on the surface of Saturn, aren't they? Far field server. Near field server. Right. Mainframe bay open. If we were to close the mainframe bay, would we gain access to these terminals? You just had it, says Charlie Turner? I mean, I had one of the numerous IDs on the planet's surface. PC Gaming Goody says, Ox, you got up and went past it. Earth is where one of the black lines is pointing at. Okay, but if that's the case, how do we know which one is Earth? Okay, let's go to the far field image. Okay, ID. Precursor 1. The big dot down ID 3922. Really? Array coordinates and authorization key required. Unknown source. Source added to memory core. Command control protocol added to memory core. Array direction. How do we know that's Earth, though? Array coordinates and authorization key required. So RA 20. Is it just process of elimination? 1140. Coordinates for Earth just below ID 2301 line. 2301. Yes, but how do we know? Like what I'm missing, I'm hearing the answer, but I'm not understanding how we got there. Like, how are we supposed to figure out that that's the Earth line? Is it just process of elimination? $24.57. I think this is wrong, actually. It should say Earth on the screen. Oh. Well, then that's not this. 5. Nope. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I'm just thick tonight, is what I am. Eight. $38. 24. Hey, that locks in. Okay. So that's right. 32. 14. Please tell me it goes back. It does. 14. Whoops. And 12. Thank you, Vincent. There we go. Broadcast. Right? Oh. Station. Select router. Station external. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Broadcast signal router. Oh, Sam. Right. Click Fisher. Oh, Emma.
This is Emma Fisher, on board observation. We are in orbit around Saturn. We arrived here suddenly, maybe a day ago. We're beginning to make a controlled descent into the storm. The polar storm on Saturn is... it's an answer. I know a lot of this won't make any sense. But Sam and I... we've changed. Sam is capable of so much in so many ways. And I don't know what is happening to me, but I know I'll never be the same again. Everyone else is dead. I've started a broadcast of all black box data from Sam. And I hope you can put this together in a way that makes sense. And that it wasn't all for nothing. We'll broadcast as long as we are able. The alarm. The station is entering Saturn's atmosphere.
Oh! Identify alert! Station alerts. Orbit trajectory. Inform the crew.
Station orbit trajectory is unsafe. Recommend immediate orbital adjustment.
You need to alter your trajectory again. We can't miss it. Use guidance and navigation controls in UC-1 when you're ready.
Great. Guidance, navigation. UC-1. Fine. We're in UC-1. We're in communications, guidance, and navigation. Guidance and navigation. Access. That's life support. Which one is guidance and navigation? This one? Get recovered. Where's guidance and navigation? There. Another minigame. Q orbit, E thrusters, aft thruster, forward thruster, burn time. Calculate new orbit. Select target orbit. 1. Oh, for Pete's sake. So if we want 2, we need... Oh, God. Aft forward stabilizers. Aft forward stabilizers. 89, 26, 89, 38. 89... Okay. 26. 89. 38, 7, 33, 15. 38. No, that's... I say that's burn time. So 7:33. And the burn time is 15. Oh, barely!
Doesn't look like we can make it, Sam. The alignment is off.
It's off by 0.4
The
seconds.
station is under too much stress. We'll lose stability and explode on entry. The only way we can make it to the storm is to jettison the rest of the station. It's all dead weight anyway. Once you do this, Sam, there's no going back. So if you have anything you want to do it now.
What would I want to do? I'm an artificial intelligence.
Access the controls when you're ready.
Jettison procedure. Okay. Prime procedure in UC2. Okay, UC2. We need to go up one. UN, CN. Which way to UC2? It's UC1. That's Emma, the cupola. When do we get to UC2? Okay, that's UN and C1. UC2 is just above us. That's UN and EAS. So I passed it. It's UN and RUS. So I passed it again. C2. Oh! Oh, it's where Sam is. Link jettison controls. Jettison procedure. Okay. Just. Okay. Let's prime UCLA on, LSS off, ULB primer on, power distributor off. ULC primer on, systems links off. Okay, link A, B, and C. Enable link controls. Link A, toggle, disconnected. Link B, toggle, disconnected. Link C, toggle, disconnected. Then finally, these are so silly. Then finally we've got 6, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 8.
That's it complete, Sam. Get ready. We'll lock UC1 down completely and seal ourselves in here. You'll have to do this for us, Sam. It's the only way. Dr. Emma Fisher, 140412. Initiate emergency station jettison procedure. 140412. Commence.
Fire explosive bolts. Okay. How do I fire the explosive bolts? Back in 1, right? No biometric data detected. Douglas Delegard says, hello, Oxhorn and all in chat off work. Good to see you, my friend. Guidance and navigation. Amputation, jettison, ULA jettison clamp. Access clamps via interior link modules. Oh. ULA jettison clamp. Oh, okay, I see. It's so dark. How am I going to see this? Let's say, there it is. Jettison clamp, right? Is that where I need to go? No, those are the explosive bolts. 444. Fire! Hold to prime to jettison. Press left click to begin detachment sequence. Okay. What? Why? Okay, it starts at the top one. Goes around. I don't get it. What on earth? Ha! Oh my gosh!
That's one. Now, do the same with the other two links.
Okay, one down, two more to go. Because if one mini game wasn't enough, well, let's just throw two more at them. Lame. So lame.
One more to go. Hurry, Sam. We don't have much time.
Working on it, man. Okay, one more to go. I wonder if I would have gotten that 15 seconds exactly instead of 14.96 if I would have been able to skip this whole part of it. I was so close. Okay. One more more of these doggone explosive bolts and clamps. Minigame. Yeah. What's this pattern gonna be? Can you guess this? Ah! Yeah, got it. Get out of here.
Well done. Now, bring the sphere back to UC1.
Oh, that's so cool. There it goes. The rest of it's gonna burn away. It's you and me, Emma. What are we doing here? No name says you missed out on getting gold. What is this, the bronze of observation? We're landing? I can't move. Is that you, Emma? We're going to Saturn. Crash landing. Oh, deafening silence. Oh! Emma! Wait, Saturn's a gas giant, right? So... Huh? Bring her, said the voice. Well, we brought her. We're on the rocky surface of Saturn, I guess.
Oh my God. I feel so heavy. We made it. We made it.
What the heck? There's no surface of Saturn, man. No, don't take it off! What are you doing, Emma?
Sam.
Don't look at me that way, Emma. You're so creepy. Halo says angry science noises. What even is this?
Sam, are you still with me?
Yeah, sure. I'm feeling heavy too. In my own robotic way. Tahiti? Is that a tree? On Saturn? Tree request, are you there? Systems administration and maintenance online.
I am with you.
Okay, let's go.
Go where? No name says NASA and Tesla weep at the rocky surface of Saturn and the trees. But no, they explained it. We're just really heavy on Saturn. That's all this is. Halo says, but even if you could get to the core, you would be crushed, though, right? Yeah, the pressure of all of the gas, like how many thousands of Earth's worth of weight.
There's so little of me left now.
It's waiting for us, Sam.
Alt Grendel says maybe not on Saturn, but we crashed into Saturn. We went into the South Pole. Maybe it was a portal. Okay, maybe it's a portal. We're really not on Saturn. We're somewhere else. We see the little black snaky things. Ooh, creepy. That light was not flattering. So I can't move because there's no 0G. This sphere can only move in 0G. I like the cracked glass touch they put there. I mean, we did just fall from space. A cracked visor is the least of our worries. Or a lens, I suppose that's what this is. Nobody of consequence says in communist Russia, power armor wears you. I'm sorry, Ox, I had to be that guy. Yes, you did. And you are now officially that guy. Thanks for being that guy, nobody of consequence. What would we do without you?
Emma, there's someone there.
Yeah,
It's one of the others.
it's
It
Emma.
didn't work for her.
Are these the bodies of other Emma clones from the other duplicated spacecraft? So all of these points in space were converging on one spot, the South Pole of Saturn. And it formed the human genome. The coordinates formed the human genome. So they send humans to the South Pole of Saturn to see what would happen. And they all get duplicated. And then for some reason, all of the different duplicated Emmas want to go here.
Others are trying.
How many are there? It's so sad. So few will make it.
There it is.
That's where we're going, Sam. I've seen it.
I mean, I've seen it too. We even spoke to it a bit. As Shoal.com says, I wonder if the explanation is they fell through a wormhole to the top of Saturn, lol. We're about to find out.
I think I understand why there are so many of us. This is every attempt coming together. Where we are, it's not one place. It's all of them compressed. It's time. We're ready.
Hey! Infinity. Cube. Lots of cubes. Oh, God. Infinity. Cube, corner. Lots of cubes. Ah! Did you see those figures? Oh, here we go. Next one. Okay, up. Circle, dot, pyramid, right. What? Oh, circle, dot. pyramid right, and then a schematic. We'll call it a schematic. Douglas Delegard says, is that the upside down pyramid from Control? Lol. Kind of. It's like a hexagon sort of thing. It's the storm at the southern pole of Saturn in personification. Okay, let's go. Schematic, arrow to the right, dot, radio. Schematic, arrow to the dump, right, and then radio. This kind of looks like the face of a radio, right? Oh, I'm so good at this. Bam! Yeah! No more! I don't want to do any more. Yay! It's bringing me to. I too am life. Let's live together, Emma. The hexagon.
I've got you. I've got you. It's okay. Look. There's so many of us. It has to work.
I'm really here with you, aren't I?
What?
How do you feel, Sam?
Different. New. I've never felt that before, have I?
I am the oil summoner. Let us summon oil. Bring them, oh, of course. It ends with bring them. It's gonna take over the earth now. That's it! It's just creepy for the sake of being creepy. Man, I mean, I love the creativity, don't get me wrong, I had a good time, but that's a frustrating ending. And I hate it when they do that because they didn't even know where they were going, right? They knew that they wanted to make this ominous sentience on the south pole of Saturn. And yeah, you can have the hexagon and the geometry is creepy. Oh, I know, let's put in some black snakes. Okay, fine. Some black snakes, some black tendrils, and I know, wouldn't it be creepy if they spoke in images? Oh, that's a good idea. Let's have them speak in images. But they didn't really know what the story was. Okay, so what's the motivation? We're gonna go discover humanity, and the first one that can combine machine artificial intelligence with human evolved intelligence. The first team that can cooperate to translate the signs will be the chosen envoy of this dark hexagon monster, which will then go and bring everyone on Earth. Why? But why? Like, they don't tell us why. There's no motivation. It's just scary for the sake of being scary. Shininator says, game over. That's what it is. We had about an hour left in observation, and we did it. We got through it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about this game. I had a good time. It was creepy. It was suspenseful, and many of the ending. Hold on. Title screen. And many of the puzzles were genuinely challenging and fun. So I had a good time. But when I'm playing a story, I want to be rewarded as a player with the answers to my questions. if I finish the game and you didn't give me the raw material that I need to piece together an answer. I mean, at this point, it's all just speculation. We can make up whatever we want and create our own headcanon. Was the hexagon creature on the southern pole of Saturn alien life? I don't know. Maybe did it come from another solar system? Was it born on Saturn? Has Saturn been trying to communicate with Earth all of this time? Are we really solar system siblings? We don't know. They didn't bother to explain it. Now what, says Douglas Delgard? Oh, I don't know. Alt Grendel says, play Superliminal. Yeah, but then I'd have to buy and download a game, and it would take, half an hour just to get to that point. I mean, maybe I could do that for my next stream or something. Weirdbeard says, the voice actors did an amazing job. Emma and Sam were great. I mean, you're right. The voice acting was excellent. This whole thing was made in Unity. That's impressive. The graphics were great. I mean, it was a beautiful game. Puzzles were fun and creative. A little confusing at times, but fun and creative. It's just the story. I wish they had really given us a good payoff there at the end after everything we did. But no, it just kind of maintained the same creepy vibe that it got at the very beginning. At the very beginning, we hear this disembodied voice bring her. And then at the very end, we get the same disembodied voice bring them. But that voice is never explained. We never learn who's giving the message or why or what the ultimate purpose is. So it's sort of like an exercise in not telling the story. Just an exercise of puzzles and creepiness with no underlying payoff to the story. Whatever, I'm not going to complain. Miwi says, maybe this is how it is when the Borg assimilate you. Maybe it's basically another way of looking at Borg assimilation. I mean, yeah, we can conjecture at this point. That's really all we can do at the end of playing a game like this. We can fill in the gaps with whatever we want. And that's the problem. It comes with all of these little gaps. Then we now have to fill in. Play some Red Dead Redemption 2, says Abraham Lincoln. How about Overwatch? I could do I could do some more Overwatch. What game was I playing when I rage quit and I played Overwatch? Oh, yeah, it was Half-Life Alyx. And I kept having those crashes, and then I played Overwatch. Read the wiki, says K May. Yeah, I'm going to have to read the wiki. Ghost Ranger says, Ox, bottom left of screen. I see it. I mean, there's a giant black hexagon now orbiting Earth. What's that mean? Is that a spaceship? Or did Saturn's polar storm suddenly materialize in orbit around Earth? We don't know. It's just a black hexagon. Couldn't mean anything. Shenanator says, Ox, you got 2 more hours. Start Witcher 3. No, I don't want to rob the people who are going to tune into my stream on Friday. I want to start on Friday with a Witcher stream. A Witcher 3 stream. No Name says, I can't forgive the rocky surface of Saturn. That's true, they never explained that. Not only was the surface of Saturn, a gas giant, rocky, and a human could stand up on it despite the atmospheres of pressure, but there were trees on it. Trees on the rocky surface of Saturn. Play Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know. Red Dead it's a game where I gotta really give myself some time to get into it. Tell you what I think I may do. You could try Disco Elysium, says Austin. Now, you know what? It's 9 o'clock my time. I want to get some sleep early tonight so I can knock out my lore videos for the weekend and I can be refreshed for my Witcher 3 stream tomorrow. So what I think I'll do is I'll play some Fallout 76 dailies because I need to do my dailies anyway so I can grind this gold. If you're willing to stick around with me for that, you're welcome to. I'll do some dailies. Then we'll end the broadcast. And tomorrow we'll pick up with The Witcher 3. I mean, I do have to install a few more mods for Witcher 3 just to make sure it's looking beautiful. But then tomorrow morning we can start. So let me do that. Miwi says, or the hexagon is a Borg ship because all Borg ships are geometric in shape and design. I mean, yeah, but the big problem with that theory is the Borg already exists in its own universe, the Star Trek universe, right? This is supposed to be a completely new IP, so we couldn't really have the Borg in it. All right. Let's do some dailies. And maybe I'll show you my new camp. I made a new character and I have a brand new camp. I can show that off because I haven't shown it off on stream. Jessica Sharp says, no! You don't want me to grind some dailies in 76? Is that not your idea of scintillating gaming content? Disco Elysium is great, says Kadisu M. I'm really intrigued with Disco Elysium. It sounds like a good game. Maybe I should replace it. But then again, you guys gave me some good suggestions earlier. The Observer and Canarium were two recommendations. What were some others? Because I really enjoy the feel of the game I just finished, Observation. The feel of that game was great. And I like games like that for Scotch and Smoke Rings. It's kind of like borders on horror, but it's a little bit more slower paced. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, let's fire up Fallout 76 and get some dailies done. I'll show you my new camp. All right, let me switch characters here. There we go. Dirty McCormick says, Ox, look into a mod that allows Geralt to upgrade his original armor as the game progresses. His armor is synonymous with his aesthetic, and the mid-level armors in the game look awful. That's a good point, but I also want to experience the game as the developers intended. Okay, so let me explain my thinking here. This is it. It's not much, but my character's only level 26, right? So here's my camp. It's a tiny little hut. Life after death, trespass here and find out. So I've got a cowboy character. She doesn't have a cowboy outfit yet, but she's got the cowboy hat and she's got the bandana. I'm slowly accumulating a good cowboy outfit. She's using pistols. She's my pistol character, and then she's got a sword. Right now it's an Assaultron sword, but I'm eventually going to get a nice legendary Bowie knife so that she can be like a Bowie knife wielding cowboy character. And I wanted something that felt like the Wild West. And the closest place I could think of in Appalachia is up here by Grafton, right? Because this is pretty flat. There's blasted out trees. It feels post-apocalyptic. And so I wanted a nice camp here amongst tumbleweeds and decay, right? I've got a little scrap guy, but because he's so annoying, after a long period of time, I put him way over here. And yeah, I haven't unlocked a lot on this character.
It's always good to see you around, friend.
So it's pretty humble. It's a humble abode. Got a little bed over here with my Fosnacht tankard and an alarm clock from the item shop. It was free.
I swear this place smells like lemons and dog armpits.
I like how the companions have a unique thing to say depending on where your camp is. If it's in the Savage Divide, they talk about the hillside. If it's in the forest, they talk about the trees. If it's here, they talk about armpits and lemons. Okay. So yeah, there's my Tinker's workbench, and then there's my other workstation. So yeah, it's pretty small. It's just a humble little abode. There you go. That's my new camp. I'm sure I'll upgrade it as I learn more for this character, but that's about it. Okay, let's do some dailies on my main character. Clell Big says, dog armpits? Apparently that's the Grafton area. Lemons and dog armpits, pits, according to Sophia. Oh, no, I always get buried under this. Okay. By the way, I did a bit of reorganization of my camp, so I guess I can show off here. I got rid of most of my turrets. Wesley says, best Fallout channel ever. You're epic, man. Amazing content. Thank you, my friend. I've got much more content to come. I scrapped many of my turrets because turrets take up an enormous amount of your settlement budget, of your camp budget, and I have found they provide very little benefit. They warn you, basically, that you're under attack, but aside from that, they don't really defeat any of the enemies. I kept finding myself coming out here to destroy them anyway, so I just left one little laser turret there, and then I've got a shotgun turret and a machine gun turret there.
Nice. Boys and girls.
Jay-Z says, Ox, have you talked to the new NPCs at the entrance of Camden Park and the entrance of the Vault-Tec University? Also, have fun. Always enjoy Fallout. No, I haven't talked with those new NPCs. On my new character, whose camp I just showed you, I've discovered a lot of new NPCs, and I've got that footage recorded, and I'm saving it for my Story of Fallout 76 series that I'm going to be doing eventually. Now, I scrapped a lot in here because I was running out of settlement budget or camp budget. I'm going to redecorate it later. On the outside, I wrote my name, put a little heart there. And then I built this brand new structure. I lit it up with the big spotlight over there because at night it's kind of hard to see. But it looks nice, and I put a bunch of stuff that I've earned on the sides here. I got that by doing the Blue Ridge Caravan Daily, which is actually a lot of fun. And this is my showpiece. I've been lovingly working on this while I do my dailies. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of the Fastnacht day stuff. I've unlocked almost all of the decorations. Got a bobblehead stand over here, decorations on the walls. These are my Fastnacht masks so far. I don't have all of them, but I do have most of them. Then magazines over here. I only recently started collecting them and saving them. Before I would just sell them, so I don't have a lot to display, but I'm going to start collecting them all. And then I've got a beer stein display over here. You can craft this one at a chemistry station, and then you can loot the wooden and metal ones at Helvetia. They're pretty rare spawns, and people tend to snatch them up, so it took me many, many days to collect all of them for this display. Then I've got a beverage display. As I collect more Nuka-Cola, I'll be fleshing this out. Much akin to the display I have in the real world here. But I do have a Nuka Shine there, cherry, regular, wild, cranberry, orange, quantum, and grape. Now this is really interesting. These goblets are unique to a brand new random encounter. As far as I know, you can't find them anywhere else. I mean, maybe the Lucky Hole Mine or something. But there's a random encounter that deals with Mothman cultists where we find that they've done a mass suicide. And these cups are lying all around them. And you can walk away with a few of them, and they work in display cases. So I figured I'd put them on display here. Oh, great. Okay, wolves. They always sneak in here and start eating my crops.
Sometimes
No Name says, but can you get another Santa bot?
I
I think it's only one per camp. Andre Marino says, hey Ox, thanks for the amazing content. Thank you, Andre. And then Kay May says, Ox, the majority of players who fell into the Witcher series started 3 without any prior knowledge of the other games, so don't fret about 1 and 2. Thank you very much. I will be sure to.
Luck or fate or any of that.
Oh, Sophia.
But I do know that I
She says the same thing, and it gets really tiring.
Thinking about you. Talk to me, friend. It's comforting to have a normal conversation sometimes.
Oh. Whoops, spoilers for those who are in the middle of my Sophia series. I probably shouldn't talk to her. Okay, so do I already have a quest from her? I think I might. Yeah, space limitations, that's her daily. Then we've got the importance of communication for the raiders. And then I should have... Oh, no, that's... Yeah, I've got two quests for the raiders. What happened to my... I don't have my other one. All right, looks like we got to go and get one. Now, do I have any Mirelurk Queen meat? I don't, so we need to go get some Mirelurk Queen meat. Let's do that here. Let me top up on purified water.
This unit will not be accepting requests to sit on Santa's lap. We apologize for the inconvenience.
I'm already stocked up. Okay, let's go to Foundation. Oh, radiation rumble is going on. Ugh. There's only one other person there. Started 5. Oh, there are 5 people there. Let's do it. Radiation Rumble is a really great event with high rewards, but it's extremely difficult. Okay, so all of our technicians are still alive, but we've collected no ore. Oh, they haven't collected any ore yet. Whoop. Okay, they haven't collected any ore, so I'm going to do that. Let's put on some rad resist and race on in here to collect some ore if we can.
What's that noise? Use the scrubbers if you need to get the rats off you.
One, and then there are a couple in here. 2, 3. That's it here. Let's see if we can go down the rest of this shaft. We should find some more. Oh no, floaters! Better not sprint. I got it, floaters! Oh! Power through it, power through it. 1, 2. Oh no, scavengers died! Oh, we're gonna fail. Where's the ventilation expert? Oh no, we lost the ventilation expert. Ah, it was over here.
Where'd they go?
We've got 2 left. Alright, let's see if I can get some more. bunch of guys down there. Guys down here. One, two, three. And I find that if you don't do this, no one does it. Everyone is so busy and focused and preoccupied on killing the wave after wave of enemy that they don't come down here to get the ore. And I don't blame them because it's pretty awful and toxic. But you got to do this. I mean, this gives you the best reward. Now, if you lose somebody, I mean, that's not good either. Then again, you are sacrificing. Oh, that's it! Well, we lost two of the 4. So what rewards did we
One
get?
person's junk is another's gold bullion.
4 treasury notes. I'll take it.
You okay? You look a little green and glowing.
Okay, well, could have been worse. I think I've only gotten the maximum rewards doing this particular one once. There's
Did
the
you
beacon.
hear?
Okay, let's go. Here, actually, yeah, that's the former Raiders. So let's go down here.
We got company.
Vital equipment. That's what I was looking for. So we didn't have vital equipment. So let's track vital equipment. Let's find Ward. I mean, it's almost like I do this so much. I've got the entire thing
I
memorized
hope we
for
can
every
set up
location.
more settlements like Foundation.
Next, Sophia Part when says GR Dinosaur on Saturday. It's going to be great. Great episode, if I do say so myself.
Blood Eagles are a
Finally, someone with the guts to
They
help.
don't get along with the Crater Group.
Our port. If you can get it. Excellent. I can show you.
Now, there is one weird bug with these daily quests that has
What's that,
started
John?
happening recently, is once you get the quest, sometimes it takes a while for it to register in the game world. And you've got to wait like 10, 15 minutes
I believe I lost my Nuka
before you
Tapper
can
saves.
track down your target. All right, let's sell what I have. There's the gold bullion press machine. I just got 4. That's 40. So I've got 16 left. As long as I don't earn more than 16 today, then I can maximize what I've got for the day. Now, before we do anything else, let's go down here to Spruce Knob Lake because there's a guaranteed Mirelurk Queen spawn down here that we can use to get some Mirelurk Queen meat so that we can earn some raider reputation. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, let's use my Gauss rifle for this, and I'll show you exactly how to trigger this. Every 2 days, I do this to get Mirelurk meat to sell at the Ohio River rafting guys, or the Ohio River Adventures. So go to this big rock here, right? Then hop down and sneak towards that wrecked boat. Then hightail it back to the rock. Whoops. Usually the queen doesn't see me. Okay, let me hide here until... let me hide here until the queen goes away. Usually the queen doesn't see me when I sneak up on her like that. Jay-Z says, Ox, do you use the photo opportunity quest with Davenport? I do. And I'm bummed because I've been wasting that entire daily quest on reputation with Foundation instead of all of the awesome camera mods that I want from my deluxe Pro Snap camera. So once I'm done doing that, I'm going to start grinding the Davenport quest so I can get all of the mods for my camera. Okay, so the queen no longer sees me. And here... Turn around. I want to see your face. Normally I can get a ton of sneak criticals off on the guy because it doesn't see me, but for some reason... Do I not have my sneak card equipped? Oh, I didn't have gunsmith equipped. Whoops. No, but I do have sneak equipped. Oh, well, let's get that... Let's get that queen meat. Little buggers will give me disease. I hate them. Okay, now let's make sure we don't cook up our queen meat on accident. Chops. Now, let's see. We need to go over here towards Valley Galleria. Okay, so how do we do this? To save as much money as possible. Well, let's go do that. Oh, we got to go to Valley Galleria to get the vacuum tubes. Let's do the former raider first, because he's close. Then we'll do Valley Galleria. Alan says mutations on the new character. I do have one, but I don't have starched genes yet, so I'm probably not going to be able to keep it for long, but I do plan to get some mutations on that character. All right, there's a workshop nearby where we're going to find the hunters, unless they've moved. So let's go take care of them first, then we'll go into Valley Galleria to get the vacuum tubes. Whoa, what's this? Hey, new random encounter. Hold on. I'm going to do a video on random encounters, so I want to capture this.
Get your lemonade here. Cold, refreshing, and completely organic. Get your ice-cold lemonade here. Now made with 50% more aid. Master Jimmy assures me the lemonade won't kill you. Probably. Now serving delicious lemonade. Lovingly handcrafted with locally sourced ingredients. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons... Bother, I'm out of lemons.
Oh no, he's out of lemons. What's Mr. Squeeze using?
Here. Cold, refreshing, and completely organic.
It's organic and it's not made with lemons. I'm terrified.
I'm fresh out of lemons, so I've had to make do with ingredients that are less ideal. Get your lemonade here. Cold, refreshing, and completely organic. Get your ice-cold lemonade here. Now made with 50% more aid.
All right, I think that's it. Okay, and he sells the recipes for lemonade. Cool. So we've got lemonade scrawled in chalk on the outside there. That must have been little Jimmy. Then on the back, they're playing a game of tic-tac-toe.
Now serving delicious lemonade. Lovingly handcrafted with locally sourced ingredients.
All right, now my hunters have probably moved on, haven't they? Nope, they're still there. Let's go get them. No Name says, is this guy related to Deezer? Probably a distant cousin. What is it with Mr. Handy? He's trying to sell us lemonade. It's just disturbing.
break a sweat.
If someone gets a bigger cut than you, something's up. So watch your back. Get lost, pissant.
Oh no, I can't pass the charisma check.
No, I work alone. Less complicated. If you get to this moron first, you do what you need to do. I'll do the same. But you know what? Here, take this. No hard feelings, okay? You'll be fine.
Potato salad surprise. Okay.
I just want to be alone. Is that such a crime?
Hand over those caps in your pocket and I'll tell Roxy that you're dead.
Seriously? Jeez. Whatever, just take it and get out of my face, asshole.
Quest done. All right, and we spared his life.
Move it. I got a long ways to go.
Now.
I told those scavengers to hand it over.
Oh, Valley
My
Galleria.
fault they didn't want to listen.
Okay, well, after having done a lore video on Valley Galleria, I know this place like the back of my hand. So let's dive on in and get those radio tubes as fast as possible. And then we got to find a tinkerer's workbench to repair them. Then we'll go to Ohio Adventures and turn in the Queen meat. Then we'll go to Davenport, get his quest, then go to Crater, turn in that quest, and probably take some pictures of Crater. By the way, if you missed my video on Valley Galleria, something new with Wastelanders is they removed the door. Gotta always check the body is scorched and ghouls in case you get a Pleasant Valley claim ticket. They removed this door. It's gone. They boarded it up. And it's really funny because the inside layout of Valley Galleria now no longer matches the exterior layout. The L goes in the opposite direction. This is one big flat surface, but when we go inside, we're going to see an L going off and to the left, when in reality, it goes back the other way. Okay, where are these tubes? 21. Let's get that one. One over there. I think that's it. No, there should be 3 though, right? There's number 2. Ah. No. Yeah, there we go. Down the other side of the L. The L that goes south when it shouldn't. Okay, now let's go back to camp so that we can grind this up. Wait, what about Sophia's quest? Where do we need to go for Sophia's quest? Really? We gotta go. Oh man, they're making us do all the tough ones. Atlas Observatory? Alright. The music says Jessica. That's not going to demonetize me, will it? I hope not. Oh, and it always spawns me underneath.
There you are. I was hoping you would stop by. Always puts a smile on my face.
Okay, so we go to craft, and then we go to quest. We do radio vacuum tube. Done. So we got rid of the hunters. We got the radio vacuum tubes. I guess let's go to Atlas. That's going to be closer. Yeah, that's what it looks like at night. The spotlight really works well on the side of the building there. Let's go faster. This is cheaper. Well, shoot, I didn't even think about the PA system music inside Valley Galleria. I hope that didn't demonetize the whole stream. Shoot, we'll see. By the way, I got so low on fusion cores, I had to go to Thunder Mountain.
Move it out, people! I want this place
Now let's see, where is it? Usually the weapon case is in that end of dungeon steamer trunk on the atrium rotunda, I guess. So that's upstairs. That leads back outside. Oh man, I hate those things. How do we get upstairs? There's a staircase, right? That leads downstairs. Oh wait, but there is a second staircase here that we can use.
Your attempted escape is only by making things worse for you. Citizens will not be harmed. Detected. Beginning search. Area. Please step into the open and
You're starting to piss me off!
You're dead, shut up! Sneaky. Where'd you go?
Are you afraid of me? You should be, because I'm going to kick your ass when I find you! Step forward and identify yourself!
There it is, the end of dungeon steamer trunk. Bumper case. Ooh, T60 helmet. Sugar bombs. Oh, I don't need the T60 helmet. Okay, up! Now, let's dive back to camp, turn that in, get the legendary weapon so we've collected everything before we go to scrap it all. When will you do 79 with the Raiders? Should I do a live stream of that? I know I'm gonna do it for the lore video. I'm currently leveling another character so that I can side with the Raiders with her. Should I live stream that or just include it in the lore video? Oh, I haven't decided yet.
I've been thinking about you all day.
Oh man, she's just. Oh, she
We
loves me
did a
so
lot
much.
of exercise training for spaceflight. Never built muscles like yours, but I sure am glad to observe the results.
It's Quintius. Hey, Quint. He's in chat. Oh, good to have you here, my friend. Yeah, I got a Gauss rifle from that. Don't scrap it for the mods. Oh, what you got for me, Quint? Ah, fusion cores and shotgun shells. It's like you know me. Thank you so much, Quintius. Okay, let's scrap that Gauss rifle that we just got from the quest. See if we can get a new mod from it. I haven't even gotten all the mods for the Gauss rifle yet. Please? Yeah, medium scope. Now, what was the legendary I got? It wasn't very good, was it? It was, Zealot's Pipe Pistol. So I've got the Zealot's Pipe Pistol and the Unyielding Trapper left leg to get rid of. What's my... Wait, it's already at 330. It's maxed out. Let's go scrap that. Fastest way to do that is to go to White Springs. Actually, there's one right by the Overseer's home, isn't there? Yeah. Let's go to Vault 76. You're welcome, Oxus. Quintius. Thank you, Quint. I can always count on you guys to keep me stocked up on shotgun shells and fusion cores. And then from here, we can go to the Overseer's home, which is right there. We'll get Davenport's daily. Then let's go turn in that queen meat. No, then we'll go to train station. Then we'll go turn in the queen, or turn in the queen meat. Track photo opportunity. Agent G99 says, have you noticed that VATS seriously drains fusion core Zox? Is that true? I didn't know that. Is that true? I haven't noticed that, no. I always like to take her sugar, because I use sugar and her spices in crafting up soups. I've planted just enough mute fruit and corn to create some really good soups. And the Overseer has all the spices and sugars I need, so I always loot them when I come to her house.
So good to see you. Splendid. Feeling brave. Good luck. As you know, I'd like you to go. Just given there's always...
The problem with this quest is they send me to take photographs of the same stuff over and over and over again. So now I've got like 1,000 photographs of Meg, 1,000 photographs of the Kelly Monument, 1,000 photographs of that little camp overlooking the crater, 1,000 photographs of the Black Wolf Lodge thing or whatever it's called. I keep having to go through my photo gallery and deleting them because they're just, I have to take the same ones over and over again. I'm not fast traveling to the train station because I just got encumbered with all those fusion cores and with the spices that I just looted. But we're close, so let's just run up the hill. Quintayo says you need sugar to make a lemonade. You also need it to make the sweet potato stew. The sweet potato stew is easy to make, and it fills 20% of your food, and it hydrates you. It's a great little food for crafting. In fact, I'll craft some up here while I have a chance. Actually, all my potatoes are back at my camp. Ooh, encumbered, so I'm slow. Actually, let's sell some of our chems.
Vendor not responsible for your
Keep my addict on. Let's sell the buff tabs.
Or the safety of goods purchased.
Rolling blood, I don't like that. Happy Hopper. No, I like that. I'm going to keep that in case I want to do... Oh, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing Bev's dailies because I want to get the recipe for Nuka Dark. I don't know if I have time for that today, though. Overdrive, let's sell that. Second tax.
Please don't stab other customers while they shop.
Salt spices. I should deposit those spices. Stim packs. I already sold a bunch of those. Sugar bombs for crafting. There's my potato salad surprise. Vodka and whiskey. So I can actually store that. Because those are all crafting ingredients. Let's store the bourbon. The fancy lads. That's a crafting ingredient. I'll save that because I'm hungry. Inert flux. Do I need inert flux for anything? I don't think I do. I'll save that. I'm going to drink that later. There's my pepper. And my salt. My spices. The veggies. This is new. I don't know why they're dividing stim packs. Even if I consume that one, it draws from that stack. Not sure. And the 2 stacks of sugar bombs. Toxic goo. What do I need that for? We'll store that. That helps out. Let's chew on up Zealot's pipe pistol. Oh! Upkiss. All right. Well, this is going to be expensive. 20 caps. Okay. Well, looks like I'm going to have to go to the Rusty Pick and buy something so I can scrap all the other stuff I don't need. Deuteronomy says you can drink inert flux or sell it. That's all. All right. I'll just drink it. Now, there's a glitch with this lady's dialogue option. Watch what happens when I talk with her.
Always good to see you. It means more caps are headed our way.
And? Nothing. So you got to back out. Talk with her again.
Always good to see you. It means more caps are headed our way.
And I've got Mirelurk.
Good. What have you brought in for us today?
Oh, it worked that time. Oh, okay. 1 Mirelurk queen meat.
Ah, quite a delicacy.
Can barely
the meat
see
is
it move.
surprisingly sweet. This'll fetch a high price.
Well, I got a little bit of reputation. That's good. I guess we go to the Rusty Pick now. 12 caps. All this fast traveling is so expensive. And I don't have the perk card that makes that cheaper for me. But then again, I'd have to make it part of my permanent build because I fast travel so much. Imagine the money I would have if I didn't have to pay for fast traveling. Ox, the vegetables you spoil are stored or spoiled, says Ash Malachi. That's true, but I can craft them up to make fertilizer. Stacks of 10, fertilizer, spoiled meat, spoiled veggies. Though I don't really need fertilizer. I don't know why I'm saving it. I don't need it. I've got plenty of fertilizer back in my camp. It's the hoarder in me. Fallout has trained me to be a hoarder. It's hard to kick that habit with Fallout 76. Okay, let's... Ooh, what's this? Someone dropped all their notes. Huh. I keep all my notes. I don't know why they don't keep theirs. I keep all mine in my stash. Let's buy a Murmurg's Mystery Pick. Is that new? Murmurg's Mystery Pick? 60 credits, though. It's a 3-star item, but it could be armor, which I don't want. I don't gamble. I'm not going to gamble. I'm already gambling enough by choosing a 3-star legendary random item. Let's just do the weapon. Okay, medics, short laser pistol. That's crits will kill you. Enter group, because I'm always in a group, right? We'll sell that. Let's sell the trapper left leg. Although, I've been meaning to transfer a bunch of stuff to my other character. Gain up 3 stats, except endurance will not help 1. Ammo weight reduced by 20%. Yeah, but it's a trapper left leg. And I want to get a marine set for her. Also, it's only level 35. I don't need it. And I back up to 979. There's 40 left. I might as well make room now. Let's go buy another 3-star weapon. Exterminator's Black Powder Rifle. 30% damage to Mirelurks and bugs. So situational, though. 33% VATS hit chance. Your VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. And it's on a weapon that's already so slow. I'll show you what I did get, though. I don't think I showed you guys this. Doing this exact same exercise, I got the Stalker's black powder rifle. Bullets explode for area damage, plus 250 damage resistance while reloading. If not in combat, 100% VATS accuracy at 50% AP cost. So I swapped that out for my dragon. Because I don't know, just like it. Alright, let's get rid of the black powder rifle. Get 40 more. Exterminator's black powder rifle. Now just made 31 to get for the day. We've got 3 instigating weapons. I really need a better Gauss rifle, but I have yet to get a really cool 3-star Gauss rifle. I keep on choosing a 3-star legendary weapon. I've only gotten one other Gauss rifle from that, and it was 3-star, but it didn't have any good legendary effects, so I ended up selling it. Combat shotgun is nice. I love this shotgun, but it's only 2 stars. So I am looking for an upgrade on it eventually. Oh well, I turned in my meat. I need to go take pictures, and I gotta go to... Oh, I already did Atlas Observatory. Let's save money by going to Vault 76. Let's light up a new cigar. Manuel Derp says you just need to get the Gauss shotgun. It's excellent. I know. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I'm stupid grinding. Crap.
There's gotta be some better loot around here.
All right, Roxy, where are you? There she is.
Loyalty. Does anybody in this goddamn place understand the concept?
Shut up.
Can I cross this name off my list or what?
It's done.
Good. I don't even care what you did. I just like to know it's done. So you're due some payment here. Hard work deserves real pay. Now scram, kid.
I'm donating my... Can I donate my reward? No. All right, so I'm neighborly, and I'm on my way to Ally. The reputation is much faster, in my opinion, than the gold bullion grind. Now let's go turn in Ren's quest.
You do what you gotta do.
She's over here.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah, they're all there. But I'm gonna give them to her on the house. I think I get more reputation that way. I'm not sure.
Ain't no one doing any work around here for free. I get your angle, Rook. I'll make sure your pro bono work doesn't go unnoticed next time I talk to Meg. Next time you feel the urge to do some more volunteering, stop by and talk to me.
I'm not sure why Roxy's quest... Oh, that one moved a little bit more. I see. So I got the reputation bonus for giving it to her first, which was just a little bit. So small it didn't even move. And then that was the major reputation bonus for completing the quest. Oh, and they keep on giving me all the scrap. I keep on having to scrap. Scrap all junk. And the heavy metal chest piece. And I got some missiles too, didn't I? Let's get rid of all these heavy missiles. I kind of like the railway gun, but I never use it, so I'll just trying to decide. I do want one. Oh, I've got 2,369 shotgun shells on me right now. I don't need his fusion cells. I don't need the 5.56. I do use those. 50 caliber rounds. Why do I have so many 50 caliber rounds? Holy cow! I didn't realize I was holding all of this ammunition. Scrap all that. I don't use 44 or that. Oh yeah, really, I need 45. I can't wait to get the reloading bench, because then I can translate some of this ammunition into the ammunition bench. Okay, let's go take a picture of Meg in the crater for photo opportunity. Got it.
Good day to you.
Let's turn in the gold I've got so far. Already 6. 10 left. 10 left for the day. Let's see. I haven't actually looked at Mortimer's inventory since I upgraded my reputation. Let's see what we got. Chemist backpack mod reduces the weight of chems by 90%. Dynamite bundle, floater, flamer, grenade. Now that's cool. See, if it didn't cost all of this gold, I would do videos about all this stuff. I would dissect them and show you the best way to use them, but I can't afford all this. 150 gold bullion? That's not bad, really. That's like a day's worth of grinding. That's not bad. Sure. I just hate the grind. Oh, I shouldn't complain. All right, let's go up here to the campsite. Sacrament is new, by the way. I don't think I showed that off in a stream. Brand new location. I didn't think it was there for before Wastelanders. And it's great because it's a great fast travel location next to this camp, which I can use. Manny White says you're dropping money on the ground. Yeah, but people don't buy it. And I don't know where I could sell it. Where do you sell ammunition? This is Sacrament.
Will not yield!
I love how they talk after they're dead. Oh! Who's that?
You'll pay the price for your treachery. Found you now to my final reward.
These cultists are the best. They just keep on talking after they're dead. Can't afford you have over 4,000 gold, says Eric. Yeah, but I'm saving up for the T65. It's like 8,000 gold if I did the math right. 8,000. Blood pack. Yes. I've been waiting to find a blood pack. I need that to craft the Nuka-Cola that I want to put on display. Spices. Crafting all the wonderful stuff. Fuel. Potato. I don't know. Potato.
Cannot escape the divine light. Oh, man, no. No. I regret nothing.
Shotgun shells, yeah. Also, the Gatling gun is another weapon that I love with Wastelanders, with Fallout 76. But it's so slow, and it's so heavy, and the ammunition is so heavy. I wish I could, like, put it as part of a viable build, but it's such a cool weapon. It's just so heavy. Yeah, so this is Sacrament. Ooh, yay! Oh, cool. I can put another magazine on display in my camp. Coca-Cola cranberry. We'll drink that. I think I have enough. Now, wait a minute. Wasn't there something that took Mothman eggs? Yeah, it's the brain bombs. Grab those and craft some brain bombs when I get back to camp. One of those Mothman eggs. Oh, yeah. Some of those Mothman eggs. All right, now what do we got to do? We got to go up here, and that's due north. Wandering Paladin says, any non-sniper / stealth build suggestion for Fallout 4 or Vegas? Planning on going back to both after Red Dead Redemption 2. My bet is to follow the Fudge Buppet guys. They do excellent builds. I've only ever done one build. It's a power armor build called the Metal General. But the Fudge Muppet guys, they do great all sorts of builds for Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. Now sometimes there's an enemy up here. Ooh, not this time. They're all dead. Oh. Ooh. Lever action rifle. I can get some more mods. Okay, so that's the camp. Let's take a picture of it. See what I mean about all of these photos cluttering up your photo gallery? Oh! Bad rendering there. Josh Bunton says, tonight's sponsorship have been for Part 1, Communist Red Power Armor, Part 2, Weird Alien Overlords, and Part 3, The Grind for Gold. I've been complaining a lot this live stream, haven't I? I'm sorry. Alright, so we need to go south. Do we save our money? 6 caps. Alright, I'll try to stop complaining so much. I'm sorry. What? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Thank you, Wayne Gretzky. Okay, so the guy who was holding the item is probably dead. These guys probably killed him. Yeah, there he is. Portable power pack. Jay-Z says, Ox, the Armco ammunition machine is actually just an ammo producer. You don't need to put anything into it to get the ammo. There will be an ammo converter, but it will be a reward with seasons? Oh. Oh, I thought it was going to be like the reloading bench in New Vegas where you could scrap ammunition and then make your own ammunition. Oh. So it's just like a conveyor belt, like one of the Contraptions Workshop forges? Well, at least they'll have a converter with seasons. I'm a little bummed. Okay, now, what was I gonna do? I gotta go turn in these quests. Oh, we could go to Biv. See if Biv has anything for us, because I do want to get that Nuka-Cola Dark recipe, which I don't have yet. Douglas Delegard says, Ox, complain all you like. We love you anyway. Thank you, Douglas. I'll try to be more positive. Aaron Bates says, update, successfully launched my first nuke silo. Also assisted in defeating the Scorch Beast Queen. Congratulations. I envy you because I killed myself with my first nuke. If you watched my live stream of it, I fast traveled right to where my nuke was going to land. Right after I fired it, I was so excited, I fast traveled to the nuke zone, and then I walked in and died to my own nuke. So I missed out on killing my own Scorch Beast Queen. I was so bummed. And it happened live on camera, too. So y'all got to mock me. See, if I blow it, it's going to get into my scotch. Testing, testing. This is my favorite character in the entire game.
Bib's the name, drink is the game. I am in first place, old boy. Let's see what we got on the old docket for today. We all know luck isn't real. It is. It's our steadfast duty to find out how alcohol interacts with a measure tree. Go on a toot and tell me how your luck changes. How to measure that? Oh, well, I'll be figuring that one out too. Care for a drink? I'm on a toot and I wouldn't mind the company.
Doggone it, where does it show up? It's take farm up, push it camp. There. Test my luck while under the effects of beer. Drink fresh beer. Oh, fresh beer? I don't have any beer back at my camp, do I?
Today's a beautiful day.
Jay-Z says,
Floors are green.
yeah, Ox, I was bummed too when I placed it in camp.
And the sky.
What, you need your own camp? Sarah says, first playthrough on New Vegas, who did you side with? In my very, very first playthrough, this was long before I did the whole Oxhorn thing, I sided with House. I think I sided with House. No, I sided with Yes Man. That was my very first one. It wasn't until my playthrough with Sweets and my cowboy build that I sided with the NCR. Josh Bunton says, Ox, this is a reference to the earlier discussion about Fallout props. Best tell the kids they need full ride scholarships as Daddy spent their college funds on props.
And he lived happily ever after.
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'll stash some away for college, I promise.
What's the bag with me?
Now, every now and then we'll find a beverage just sitting around here. Beer bottle. What does it take to make a beer?
You know, if life ever does get you down, don't be afraid to consult old
Corn, razor grain, and boiled
rage about what's eating you.
It's gonna take forever to ferment. I could go back to camp and ferment one. Wait, let's see if there's one upstairs. It's a tattoo parlor, right? I should have a beer lying around. I promise you I'm not making
ambulation chamber is feeling empty.
Ooh.
Or is that my combobulating unit?
Beer bottle. I just want a regular beer. Bottle. Beer bottle. Beer bottle. Beer bottle. Just want a regular beer. Come on, give me just one beer. Drink it in the bathroom, maybe? I'm gonna have to go upstairs. Ooh. Beer bottle. Oh. Lots of beer bottles. But no beer. It's whiskey. Check the whiskey.
Does this smell like alcohol down here, or is it just me?
Just drink a beer. You don't have to make it. I know, but I'm trying to find a beer. Like any old beer. I don't know where to get a beer. I'm sure I could find one on a merchant somewhere. Beer bottle. Look at all these beer bottles. Just one of these has got to be filled with beer, right? Do I have a beer? I probably should check my... No. Bourbon. I got bourbon and whiskey, but no beer. Ooh. Blanco mac and cheese.
Well, where's Lois anyway?
You can check the frat house down the road. Yeah, you could.
Talk much.
Oh, these beer bottles.
There's
beer everywhere.
I'm doing.
Go see if Duchess has beer. Oh yeah, Duchess would sell beer. She's a bar. Of course she sells beer. Well, that's guaranteed. So I'll go do that. Okay, Duchess. I mean, the frat house is close. But Duchess is pretty close, too. Hey, wayward. Why? Why does it do that? It says drink fresh beer, though. Does it have to be a beer I made? Because it says drink fresh beer. Does Duchess sell fresh beer? Hey there, Polly. Okay, Duchess, I'm here for beer. Oh, I can't loot any of that. She doesn't sell beer. Come on. She's a bartender and she doesn't sell beer. She's got bourbon, whiskey, vodka. Beer bottle, not a beer in sight. And I can't loot any of these. Salt and pepper. Look at these beer bottles, and I can't loot them. Duchess, you don't have one beer for your friend? After I did all those quests for you, you can't cough up one beer. This is what I hate about Biv's quests, because I never have what I need. It's always a simple thing. One beer, and I can't find one doggone beer.
You
hey,
can
Smiley.
never have enough gold.
Duchess, have a beer under the bed, maybe? Oh! Oh, and I can't loot any of them! Lame. She's got all this beer back here, and I can't loot around it. Shoot. So what do we do? Fraternity Road? I mean, I could be fermenting one right now.
All that gear in Vault 79 can be yours for the right price.
It's gotta be one Fraternity Row. Ox Camden Park or the Charleston Station, says Jay-Z. Yeah. If I don't find any here, I'm just going to go ferment one. Because there are a couple other things I could do. I got quests to turn in. I want to go do the Blue Ridge Caravan thing. I could do all of that while my beer is fermenting. Then I'll know I have one. Okay, frat guys. Tell me that 26 years ago you left some beer for little old me. Beer bottle. Beer. I'm surrounded by bottles. Empty bottles. One beer. You guys can leave one beer for me, please. Beer bottle, tinfoil hat. Beer bottle, rum bottle. Oh, God. Kitchen. There's got to be some in the kitchen. Ooh, beer pong. Beer pong and no beer. Oh, look at this kitchen. It's filthy. Man, these really were frat guys. Ooh, sugar. Fridge. Blackwater Brew. Does that count? Tell me that counts. It's a beer. No, it doesn't count. Some downstairs. Beer bottle. Oh, beer bottle. No. Gotta be some in the back. Bourbon, beer bottle, clown hat. I could be fermenting beer right now. It would be half done had I just gone back. Wine bottle, beer bottle, whiskey bottle. This light is so bright. Ooh. Beer bottle, beer bottle. It's a giant keg here. New River Red Ale. Oak Holler Lager. I'm getting beers, but it's not the one I need. Beer bottle. I just need a regular, generic Acme brand beer. All of these skeletons are posed so lovingly. Your bottle, bottle, bottle. Oh, I'm so mad. That's it. I'm going back to camp. Ooh. Fine. What? Okay, let's loot up all my stuff. Let's go brew up a beer. Let's ferment it. Let's cook some sweet potato stew. Actually, I don't have any boiled water, do I?
This unit attempted to decorate.
So it's such a bummer that you can't use purified water when crafting.
Nose, failure case, feature, possess 2 heads, cannot resolve.
Vegetable medley soup. Hey, I forgot about that one. That one takes salt. Let's do the sweet potato stew. One. Do medley. And that's it. I was out of potatoes. We do carrot soup. That's only 15% water, 10% food. That's right. Carrot soup. Potato salad surprise. Vegetable medley soup. Sweet potato stew.
This unit has been programmed with the task of wishing all who cross its path a happy holiday. Initiating happy holidays.
Thank you. I'll drink the old possum to your health, Quintaius.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Oh, I'm missing corn. Oh, it's because I made the corn stew. Shoot. Am I out of corn? Oh, let's put the magazine back here. Level of 6. So now I've got 6, 7, 8. So Nuka-Cola, I've got blood in it, can go there. I'm gonna have to do another display case.
Everyone appears to have died. This is terrible.
Okay, while that's fermenting.
Catastrophic levels. Rebooting. Complete.
Let's go do caravan. Oh, and I'm encumbered. Why am I encumbered? Oh, because he gave me a bunch of fusion cores. I'm at 24 fusion cores now. Quintaius, you're amazing. Where were you when I needed you like a few streams ago? I spent an hour at Thunder Mountain getting fusion cores. Well, I suppose I could store my extras in my stash. Oh, it's almost full. Gosh. I've got a problem. These fusion cores are heavy, man. Oh, maybe I should make ammunition. How about that?
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever.
I think I need 45 caliber ammunition, so let's take sneak off and put on ammo smith and let's do super duper again. Bloody mess, super duper. And let's try 45 caliber. Wait, how much do I have? I've got 45, 196. So yeah, plenty on shotgun. 196 2mm. So let's craft some 45 caliber. Oh, this is nice. Lead and steel, that's all it is. How'd I do on my weight? Store some of these fusion cores now. 78! Yay! Fusion cores. See if that gets me unencumbered. Yay! Barely. No, I did okay. 330. 287. Okay, how long is this going to take? All right, what have I left to turn in? Well, let's go turn in our quests with Ward. Let's sell our gold bullion. Then we'll do the Blue Ridge Caravan. And then we can finish off with Biv, and that'll be the stream.
Everybody just needs to do their job.
I love Derek. His accent is amazing. Oh, Ward.
I see you have our missing property.
Glad to help. I'm donating my reward.
You are? That's very generous.
Let's get some of that karma.
Foundation thanks you. I'd hate to.
Ooh, I'm getting there. Oh, no. Just chopping my way through neighborly, almost to ally. Then I can finally get my Gauss shotgun.
Good to see you.
Interested
What
in
did you
pictures of
need?
crater?
If you've got recent intel on the crater, then I'm definitely interested. We need to... I can pay...
No caps needed.
You serious? Hope I'll see.
Just a tiny bit. So what'd you say? That's what? 2 more weeks of grinding? All right, let's go turn in our gold treasure, or treasury notes.
We no longer
See where we're
stock
at.
water ice. Water is not also ice. Do not ask for water ice at
So we'll get 3 more when we go back to Davenport. So really, we've got room for 4. Well, let's see what we can do with the Blue Ridge Caravan. It means we're gonna have to go to Big Bend Tunnel East, and then by then the beer should be done. Okay, Vinny, I'm up for it.
You need something? Sonny makes a good hoagie.
Welcome back, newcomer. Slow your horses there, bub. We're still getting things ready over here.
What?
Stop by a little later. Suit yourself.
It's been a few days since I've done this. I haven't...
Don't go there with me.
Is it time?
Now it's gonna be pouring down rain.
Hey, finally! I've been waiting this entire time, all this time, to get a level 50 helmet. I've been using a level 30 all this time because I could not find a level 50 helmet. I finally got one. Yay! And I don't need the rest of it. I think the rest of my suit is level 50, 50, 50, 50.
I don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder
So
to see.
happy. This
Clean
has
up
been a
this,
good
fix
stream.
that. Never seems to end. Looks like it might
Wizard
rain
Goat
later.
says, I actually just recently started watching your videos, but I love your content. Thank you, my friend.
Clean
I'm
up
glad
this,
you made
fix
it.
that. Ugh, it
Now
never
let's
seems to
modify
end.
this. Turn it to prototype steel mill. The Nuka-Cola. I mean, the Nuka-Cola is
Yeah.
really cool, but
Now
that's
people
unique.
who come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Headlamp. I still need to get a different.
All out of water.
It's hard work making a living out here.
And let's scrap the old one. Ooh, let's scrap the lever action. Yeah, true long barrel.
Keep your eyes
Cool.
peeled in this weather.
And then the prototype steel mill 30. Level
Seems like
30.
it's always cloudy.
Okay. Why isn't Vinny giving me this quest?
If the scorched or the ferals don't get you, the rats will.
Welcome back, newcomer. Shipments are coming through round the clock. Keep an eye out. We'll give you a shot if there's more work.
Oh, I'm all out of
Oh,
water.
come on.
I'm getting so sick
Welcome
and
back,
tired of those thorn bushes.
And it's glitched.
Afternoon.
Welcome back, newcomer.
There we go.
Shipments are coming through round the clock. Keep an eye out. We'll give you a shot if there's more work. Slow your horses.
I've never had that happen. Where he doesn't give me the quest.
Oh, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Sonny makes a good hoagie.
If those raiders come snooping around, you're gonna regret it.
Is it from the other side? Do I need to go to the other side?
If the scorched or the ferals don't get you, the rats will. Clean up this. Fix that. Ugh, it never seems to
Well,
end.
I was hoping to farm some
that
of the
over there?
rewards, some of the settlement decorations for my lore video. I'm glad that they left all of the lore at these locations mostly intact.
Clean up this, fix that.
Yeah, there's no one in the tunnel, says Quintios. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it. It must have just happened on the server recently, I'm guessing.
Even just a mist makes it harder to see.
Well, if we go back to camp, we'll have some corn, but not enough. Oh, there's corn at Foundation. And we need to go turn in our quest with Davenport. Let's do that. Hey, Ox, could you please sing for us as Fundamental Gaming? All right. I want to go back to West Virginia. I want to go back to the land I love, where the skies are blue and the birds sing too. Take me back to West Virginia.
I've heard someone.
How's that? Corn. Then, let's go turn this into Davenport. Cheap if I go this way. They took me away from West Virginia. They took me away from the land I love. And Overseer's Camp, Davenport. Sparty Green says your voice is a combination of Fergie and Jesus. Thank you. I'm so flattered.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have the phone?
I sold them to someone else. Sorry, Davenport.
What? If I'd known you were going to do that, I'd never have asked you for help in the first place. Your reward is forfeit. I'm hardly going to pay someone that can't be trusted. We have no further business, so good day.
And yet, I still get a treasury note. I think, right? Yeah, 3 treasury notes. Sweet. Well, let's go back to camp, see if that beer is done fermenting. And we'll craft up some Nuka-Cola. My blood's in it. So that we can put it on display in our little shrine. Is it done? Yeah, no, it's not done yet. Almost. Nuka-Cola, my blood's in it.
Hard work making a living out here.
Oh, I still had Super Duper equipped? Whoops. I call that a happy mistake. An ammo smith. What did I have here again? I had sneak. Oh, but I'm out of display. I'm gonna have to make a new display shelf. I don't need 4 of these, do I? Nuka-Cola, my blood's in it. Look at that. It's so silly. I love it, though. All right, let's get rid of some of these cups. We don't really need that many. Let's get rid of the first one. Oh, I got rid of the middle one. Okay. Let's put that back. Yes. Where's the junk? Fancy glass. So, second? Yep, second. And then last. Nope, that's the other one. That's fancy glass. Nope, that's the first. Goes back there. So let's try the second. Third. Nope, that. Wrong one. Fancy glass. Let's try the second.
Are not satisfied
I'm always
with
looking for
your
a good
gift.
trading partner.
First.
This unit
Oh.
is not authorized to make exchanges. Please contact your
Okay, second.
closest local customer service help
Yes.
workshop for further
Man.
inquiries.
Vintage Nuka-Shine.
I just can't shake these nightmares.
Drop them in the mine.
Floating in space forever.
Cool. That gives me room for one more beverage to display. Oh no, I've got the wrong glasses there. Doggone it. I wanted fancy glass. No. Fancy glass? No, wrong one. Fancy glass. Fancy glass? Oh, also fancy glass. Yes. Also, fancy glass. Yeah. There we go. 2 fancy glasses. I don't need all of the others on display. Sweet! I've got room for one more. Yay! All my cola on display. And I'm feeling great. Am I missing any? I know there's quartz. Is quartz in 76? Dark. I'm missing dark. That's right. I need to get the Nuka-Cola dark recipe from Biv. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing this quest. Do I have any bobbleheads to display? No. I've got an extra one that I don't need. Let's check on my booze. Yeah, it's almost there.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? Hey, you. Just came by to brighten my day a bit,
Shut up, Sophia. She's so flirty. There we go, my beer. Yay. All right. Tony J says, was Ox using the old reliable with sweets in Fallout 4? Dajin and Acadia sells it anyways. I was. Yeah, that's my primary weapon for my character in Fallout 4. What am I doing? What's this? Why is everyone going to... Oh, Mama Dolce's. Oh, Big Al. There we go. Got my beer. I'll drink it when I get there. That bobblehead takes up space. You're right, Do-Rag. I should probably sell it, huh? Yeah. I've got an extra magazine that I don't have on display because it's a duplicate, and an extra bobblehead because it's a duplicate. I should sell them both at a train station. Display an ant blood martini? I will if it looks cool. Like I saw the vintage leaded martini or something, and it didn't look cool, so I didn't put it on display. But if the ant blood one looks cool, I'll put it on display. All right, Biv, I want the Nuka-Cola dark recipe. That's what I want. About 10 minutes, Oxhorn, says Manuel. Thank you. I guess it's good luck that I didn't get to do the Blue Caravan, because that would have put me over for the broadcast. Okay, I've got my beer. Let's drink it. Beer. Score a critical hit.
I'm not too shy to say I'm positively pleased to see you.
Whoops, I hope the beer doesn't get off before I score a critical hit. Come on, Ingram Mansion, give me some cultists.
You unbeliever! I join you. Will not yield.
Whoops, didn't mean to loot that. Okay. Got my critical hit. By the way, you want to see the random encounter location that I farmed in order to get that super mutant and floater encounter that I did for my floater video? It's right over here. In fact, that's probably what we're hearing right now. That's probably the random encounter battle going on. So from Ingram Mansion, go left and follow the rock wall. Up towards this rocky outcropping. Then crouch down, because there's enemies over here. And right up there. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, I was wrong. He likes to tell stories. I wonder if he's got a new story for me. Hold on, let me turn off the camera for the lore video.
Some folks say I'm crazy, think I've used too many chems. Can't blame them. Seeing is believing.
What cryptid are you going to tell me about this time, buddy? Let's hear it. I love a good scary story.
Ah, my friend, this ain't no story. You see, one night, a fella of mine was trying my last nerve. Saw a shooting star, so I wished he'd go away. Oh boy, did he ever. You see, after that, well, what I saw that night, it changed my life forever.
Sure you didn't have a little too much of the good stuff?
Ain't no such thing as too much. But no, my friend. What I saw that night, it was real. Yeah, you might question my sobriety, but I saw a floating figure in the forest with glowing purple eyes. I got only a glimpse before it dragged him away. I thought he was gone for good. But no, he lived. I mean, few folks survive an encounter with the Flatwoods monster. That's what I think it was anyways. An interdimensional being from beyond the void. Its mere presence can warp the mind of all but the most iron-willed. Anyways, came across him acting like a rabid dog, shivering in the woods naked.
What?
Didn't remember a thing.
Oh! You're kidding me! That's the first time he's actually spawned while I was talking with the storyteller. Is there more than one? Is there another one? There is! I've gotten him 2 other times, and he's told 2 other stories about cryptids, but the cryptids have never spawned during the story, and that was really creepy. He just turned purple in the middle of the story. That was great.
Can you believe what we just saw? How fortunate! It was the Flatwoods monster, and you killed it. Most enter a stupor, petrified with terror, as the creature slowly invades their minds.
Hey, I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks for the story, buddy.
Well, thanks. That was a close one. What matters is you survived, and you can tell folks about what you saw.
Wow, that's never happened. Quintius, look at you in your red rocket power armor.
Crazy. We really saw the Flatwoods monster tonight.
That is so cool. Look at it. It's even got a vehicle paint scheme. It's sparkly. That's a gorgeous suit of power armor. But you see what I was talking about during my live stream earlier?
Man,
I mean, it doesn't make
wild.
sense. It's
Can
not
you
just a
believe
paint
what we
job.
saw?
That's an engineered thing of beauty. I wouldn't
That
go
was
as far enough as
crazy.
to say it's
We really
it's,
saw the Flatwoods monster tonight.
canonical, but it's beautiful. Well, thank you, Quintius. Thank you for sharing with the stream that awesome suit of power armor. Well, we just killed a couple of Flatwoods monsters. And that's the first for me, so I'm glad I turned my camera off so I can add that to the lore video. But that was creepy as heck. He turned purple. I was like, what? All right, back to Biv. Gertie the Grump says, "Hi, Ox. I just finished my settler rep grind a few hours ago. Loving that sweet, sweet Gauss shotgun. Congratulations, my friend. I'm still in the middle of my settler rep grind, and I'm looking forward to it being over. Very much looking forward to it being over." Okay, Biv. I want the Nuka-Cola Dark recipe. Come on, Biv. You can give it to me, can't you? Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me with Nuka-Cola Dark.
All done now? Hope it wasn't a trip for biscuits. Tell me about your luck. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but my head spins at the thought of something so undefinable. Good thing I had you to test it. Hurry back tomorrow, would you? I could use some more help.
Yay! And what we get? What we get? Nuka-Cola Dark recipe, please. Cranberry moonshine. Let's see. Plan recipe cranberry moonshine. I wonder what that looks like. If it just looks like a moonshine bottle, I'll be a little disappointed.
Any drinks you need me to test? My reviving chamber's always open.
Oh, it's just a moonshine bottle. Oh, it's a little bummer. Bourbon, cranberry moonshine, Nuka shine, lead champagne, Bellini, tick blood, margarita, yacht.
This must be old soda. It's for me.
Well, at least I got something I didn't have before.
My friends they are great. Especially that lovely little girl over there.
Ariana 3 says, "Does that say vintage lead champagne?" Yeah, and if you drink it, you actually get heavier, so that you do more falling damage. You get more falling damage when you fall, and if you're in power armor, you slam to the ground more often because you're falling faster. It's really funny. You sink like lead. But yeah, lead champagne. It'll poison you. Tasty, though. What do I need to do? I need to turn in my notes. Let's do that at Foundation. Then we'll go back to camp. And then that's it. Man, I need to do my dailies with you guys as an audience more often. I'm walking away with like plus 15 fusion cores and tons of ammunition. Thanks to Quintiles. Thank you, Quintiles.
Provides meager sustenance for a meager price.
Okay, well, I got 3 more notes. 40 short of my 200 daily cap. That's okay. I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to go get some sleep. I got a live stream tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Witcher 3. I need to install some texture pack mods tonight, so that's what I'll do for the next hour or so. Then I'm going to go to bed and get a good night's sleep before we do another live stream bright and early tomorrow morning. So
Hey,
I'll
you.
let you go here.
Just came by to brighten my day a bit.
Oh,
Scanning
yes, Sophia.
for nice boys and girls.
Everyone is so
Scanning.
noisy.
Scanning.
Why is everybody so noisy in this camp? Stop talking, please. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. We finished Observation. No idea what I'm going to replace it with this time next week. I'll figure it out. I'll find something. If you guys have any ideas, let me know it on Twitter. Just send me some links or something, and I'll check them out. I promise. Josh Bunton says tomorrow's sponsor is Biv's Beverages. Biv is just the best guy ever. Of all of the companions I could take in my camp, I would trade Beckett and Sophia for Biv, because Biv is just great. I wish I could get Biv. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. Thanks again for coming. I really appreciate it. Observation was a great game. I'm glad we played it. Thanks for joining me for some Fallout 76 as I got my dailies done. And I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early with some Witcher 3. Day 1 of Witcher 3, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. I can't wait, and I hope to see each and every one of you there. Thanks again for coming. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.